Nuggets pregame show brought to you by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney, visit ramoslaw.com. I'm Mark Bertinoli. I'll be your host this evening, and I'm coming to you live from Section 260 here at Ball Arena in downtown Denver, Colorado. Tonight, the number 3 seeded Denver Nuggets are at home to play Game 2 of Round 1 of the NBA playoffs as they host the number 6 seeded Minnesota Timberwolves. So the Nuggets are on a 13-game winning streak. But the most important of those 13 in a row was the latest. After closing the regular season on a burner, the Nuggets kicked off the NBA playoffs on Saturday afternoon when the Minnesota Timberwolves came to town. This is the third playoff matchup between these teams in the last 4 years. They know each other really well. They like each other not at all. So let's get it on. And Denver started slow. They could not make a shot. They could not hit water if they fell out of a boat. Nuggets shot under 30% from the field in the first quarter. Aaron Gordon picked up three quick fouls in the first quarter, and David Adelman got hit with a technical foul in the first quarter. Not ideal as Minnesota led 33-23 after one. But the second quarter and the third quarter belonged to Denver. The Nuggets outscored the Wolves 68-46 during the middle frame of the game, and in the fourth quarter, the Nuggets did what they do.
Rebound comes down to Jamal Murray. Nuggets lead it by 2. Gets a good pick from Gordon. He gets to the baseline. Reverse side layup on Julius Randle. What a play by Jamal Murray. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Never gave up on the play. Top of the key over to Murray. Murray goes to the right hand. Stutter step and a drive. Got it in the foul as well. Jokic bounced past to Murray in the paint. Spin move on McDaniels. Runner no good. Dogged hard. Looked like an alley-oop. Unintentional by Aaron Gordon. Nuggets lead it by 14. Rebound down to Gordon. Breakaway. Jokic. Dunk-ish. Left-handed layup-ish.
Jamal Murray scored 30. He was 16 of 16 from the free throw line. Nikola Jokic messed around and got a triple-double, 25, 13, and 11. There were 42 fouls in the game, and Denver got the win despite shooting 28% from 3. Bruce Brown was everywhere. He had 8 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 steals off the bench. And that brings us to tonight in Game 2 versus the Timberwolves. Minnesota missed 14 of their first 16 shots to start the third quarter on Saturday. All 5 Wolves starters scored in double figures in the game, led by Anthony Edwards, who put up 22. In Game 1, Joker and Jamal combined for 55 points, 18 rebounds, and 18 assists. That's actually below what they did during the regular season versus Minnesota, where the two combined to average 67.3 points, 19.8 rebounds, and 18.6 assists in the 4 games they played versus the Wolves. Game 3 will be in Minneapolis on Thursday. So for more on that point, today's game, let's bring in the power and the passion that is the voice of the Nuggets, Jason Kosmicki. Kaz!
Berto, my man, I feel you got to like Denver's chances on 420, don't you? I mean, you're the OG. You know what I mean?
You're right. This holiday was made for Denver, Colorado. Celebrate it by beating Minnesota. What did you think of the Game 1 win?
You know what, Bert? You know, we can break this thing down until we're blue in the face, and I'm probably sure we will. But here's my just general thoughts on that game: is that, Bert, I don't think the Nuggets played that good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think they had their A game by any means. Yet they still found a way to win by 11. So, you know, at least I take away that from that game number 1.
Do you think? So, I'm hearing different things. One is, listen, the Nuggets are not going to shoot that poorly from 3 in a game.
No.
But was it the Minnesota Timberwolves' goal? Were they defensively hunting for the Nuggets out on the three-point line and trying to force them off in that game?
You know what? Whenever a team has a bad shooting night, I think it's a combination of both. I mean, you know, there's a reason why people don't shoot good against good defensive teams, which Minnesota is. But it's not all because of their personnel. It could be just because, you know, I mean, Denver had open looks, Bert. It's not like they had people up in their chili or in their breadbasket and doing all that. All their shots were pretty much wide open, exactly what you're supposed to take. But they just didn't go in. So I think it's a combination of both. I think they have good defenders on Minnesota, but I just think Denver had a bad shooting night. When we talked to Aaron Gordon after the game, he's like, you know, he goes, there's good things about having, 5, 6, 7 days off, but there's also bad things. Like you need that time off to help your body. He goes, but we haven't played in the game in a while. So it took a minute for them to kind of get going, and at least that's what he said.
Anthony Edwards does not look right. Did he look
No.
like Anthony Edwards to you?
No, and on top of that, Bert, I mean, he doesn't have the explosiveness. I mean, he had it on a few plays, but to me, he also looked a lot of times a little bit fatigued on top of everything else. I mean, I think he's fighting a good fight, but I'm not sure he's 100% healthy.
So a lot of the talk after game one was all the fouls called. And obviously, Chris Finch and the Timberwolves did exactly what you're going to do, and that's complain about all the free throws, which means that today we'll have fewer of them? I guess my question is it going to work? Is Chris Finch complaining about the officiating going to work? Is Minnesota going to get more calls and the Nuggets less calls tonight? I think tonight's crew is Tony Brothers and his crew.
Oh, okay. Do you know who else is with him, though?
No, I do not. But I do know that Tony Brothers usually likes to let you play, right? He's not one to hit a bunch of.
And I know everybody, especially in Denver, gets a lot of. Here we go, Bert. Tony Brothers, Mitchell Irvin, and Jedemitis Petratus.
A lot of fouls tonight, or you think they're going to let him play?
I don't know. Every game kind of takes on their own personality. Yeah. But the problem is Denver and Minnesota are physical, and the refs are trained. The one thing that they always have in the back of their mind is don't lose control of the basketball game.
Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And so, so because of that, like when you start seeing stuff, they're going to, a lot, especially some of the younger officials, like referee number 2 and referee number 3 tonight, they may panic a little bit, be like, oh, my God, we can't lose control of this game. And I think that's why probably in this series, you're probably going to see a lot of fouls and a lot of free throws. Yeah. Now, Bert, if we went back, before all the good referees were tired, and you had, 2 or 3 good referees as opposed to just one, that probably would go away. But that's the world we live in right now.
All right, I want to play a set. KJ, do you got Chris Finch talking before today's game for me? Because, all right, the Timberwolves head coach doubled down. Now, I'm not sure if he's calling the Nuggets floppers or the entire NBA floppers, but listen to Chris Finch and what he just said 45 minutes ago before this game, and you tell me. Go ahead and play it.
I mean, one guy shot 16 free throws. I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, they weren't all fouls. Some of them were fouls. And, league's in a place right now where, you draw the contact, you spill away, and, you get rewarded. Guys who try to play through contact, that first level of contact and stay with the drive and all that, so they tend not to be rewarded. I mean, fouls are rewarded up the floor. They're not rewarded in and around the paint. Like, just watching this game that's on right now, and, I see it every single time. So it's really hard to defend sometimes, and especially now, like, guys have figured out if they just lower their shoulder on you and move you out of the way, you get all the advantage. So I'm not sure how to answer that to our guys sometimes when they get frustrated, but we got to do a better job, and, maybe we got to start flopping too.
I think it was both. I think it was a shot at the league, and it was also a shot at the Nuggets. Now, Bert, there's a lot of that I agree with. Like, I don't understand how guys, exactly what he said. You lower your shoulder, and this is what Shea does all the time.
Yeah, he got 18 free throws yesterday, Cox.
Yeah, I know. So, and this is how he gets him. You lower your shoulder, you wait until you feel contact, and then you throw yourself back like you got hit by a nuke. This is like James Harden invented this stuff. So I agree with him on that part. But if he's taking a shot at the Nuggets, Bert, that's not a good sign for him, because you know what that tells me is that the Denver Nuggets cracked open his skull, jumped into his melon, and started living rent-free here for a while,
Yeah.
And if you're already doing that after game one, that's kind of like a panic mode thing to me. So a lot of that I agree with, but if you think the Nuggets are that, like he says, like and what he said, he goes, as opposed to the player that gets contact and continues on with his drive, and he's talking about Anthony Edwards and McDaniels mainly, those guys don't get rewarded. And again, I think he's right, and I think the league needs to look at it because those plays drive me crazy. But if he thinks the Nuggets are a quote-unquote flopping team, well, now he's just in panic mode. And that's how I would answer that question.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, he's playing the game. He started playing the game immediately after game
Yeah, I
one,
know.
and he's still doing it.
And by the way, there's somebody tweeted out like, and I love that cut you played from Adelman in the open where a lot of because somebody tweeted out like every foul Jamal Murray got, and you'd have to be a moron to argue against that. Now, granted, he had 4 free ones, right? He had a flagrant and 2 technical, so technically he only shot 12 free throws. I mean, he did get 16, but 4 of those were gimmies. 4 of those were freebies because somebody on the team has got to shoot those free throws. But if you go back and look, and I wish I had saved that highlight, and you look at every time Jamal Murray gets fouled, those were no-brainers. That's exactly what should have been called.
Yeah, like I think, once again, Chris Finch is playing the game because their game plan is let's beat up Jamal Murray physically as much as possible, and then he complains about the foul calls that Jamal gets after the game.
So why are you doing that? Yeah, you know what I mean?
So
but here's what's interesting is I told you before game number 1 is that the Denver Nuggets, and I go, this is a stupid key, but it holds true. I think the Denver Nuggets can win the free throw line because Minnesota is the second worst free throw shooting team in the NBA. And so if you can win, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 points from the charity stripe every single game, that's a huge factor. And obviously it's nothing sexy to talk about, but it does matter.
Do you think when it comes to – oh, hold on. Let me see. Oh, 5-minute slide.
Oh, great. Let's tip this thing off at 9.
8:47, baby.
Oh, my God.
8:47 tip. Let's go.
Hey, NBA, we're not in the Pacific time zone, man. When are you going to figure that out?
All right, so what do the adjustments look like? If you're Minnesota, what do you do differently? If you're Denver, do you do anything differently at all?
I think after you win, you try and stay the same. I mean, like, if you're Minnesota – I mean, what do the guys that hurt you were Jokic and Jamal Murray. But they knew that coming in, Bert. I mean, So, I mean, I don't know. Denver's a hard cover because I think you got to play, especially when the Nuggets have their starting 5 out there. The Nuggets are a hard cover because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, right? Like, if you let Jamal Murray go one-on-one all day, well, he's probably going to win 60% of the time, and that would be a loss for you. If you double-team Nikola Jokic, you're dead in the water, Bert, because he's going to make the right play, and he's going to find the right guy. Now, those guys got to make those shots, so maybe they'll do that a little bit more. It's like, listen, we gave up a triple-double to Jokic. We gave up 30 points to Jamal Murray. What can we do differently against those 2 guys and see if the other dudes, Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon and Tim Hardaway Jr. and Bruce Brown, can the others beat us? I mean, they got to try something because I don't think, like I just said a moment ago, I don't think Denver played that good in game number 1, and they still won by double figures.
If Ant's not right, and he's not, I mean, who does the Minnesota Timberwolves ask to step up and replace that scoring?
Well, you're going to have to go to guys that kind of really don't score a heck of a lot, Bert. I mean, Naz Reid can score, but he only had 5 points in that first game. I thought Dosunmu was really, really good. He had 14. Mike Conley, non-factor, 0 points. Kyle Anderson's Kyle Anderson, so that one kind of doesn't count. But then, after that, I guess you need more Jaden McDaniels and more Dante DiVincenzo. But they'll find it. But it's not like Ant's going to sit, right? Like, if he was going to not play, it would have been in game number 1.
Yeah.
And so now he's kind of committed. By the way, he still played good, but he just wasn't classic Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. All right. How about the keys to the contest?
All right, Bert, I thought we were going to go for like 10 more minutes there, man. So let me pull them up real quick.
I mean, we can if you want.
No, it's
hey,
okay.
KJ, how long is Coach? We'll know as soon as he...
This is live on-air producing,
yeah.
people.
Tell me how long Coach is.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
7:40?
He went a long time.
Okay. Well, Bert, all we're going to do now, obviously, once we're in the playoffs, we're just going to look back to the previous game for the keys and find out what the Nuggets need to do better and what they're doing well, and hopefully they can keep on doing well. So number one is shooting's got to be better for the Nuggets. Denver was under 44% from the floor and under 28% from the three-point line. They lead the NBA in both of those categories. So that was unlike Denver basketball. The shooting's got to be better. I mean, I don't know how you control that. I mean, you just rely on talent. It's not like dudes are going to go out there and think to themselves, hey, man, let me go out there and miss a couple of threes. You know what I mean? So shooting's got to be better. You need to control the paint a little bit better. Minnesota was much better there. Denver got outscored by 12. If you could kind of keep that to being outscored by 6 points or under, because Minnesota is obviously a very good paint team, that would be huge. And remember, paint points aren't just big guys like Julius Randle, Naz Reid, and Rudy Gobert. It's also the guards, especially McDaniels. He's a driver, and he goes baseline all the time. So those guys get in the paint and score. So Denver needs to be a little bit better in the paint. And then, Bert, this is a fun one for the dudes and the peoples coming to the game tonight. This is an easy one to follow, okay? So, Nuggets Nation, listen to me. You got two numbers. If Denver holds their opposition to 114 points or less, that's 114 points or less, they rarely lose. If the Denver Nuggets give up 124 points or more, they rarely win. So just kind of follow those two things here tonight, and you'll know if the Nuggets are doing what you want them to do.
All right, Kaz, as always,
you the man.
Good job. If you want to be where it matters, Ball Arena is the place right now. Game 2 for the Avs is tomorrow night, and we're giving you a shot to be there. Tune in all day to Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. New keywords 20 minutes after every hour starting at 6:20. We'll roll on with your pregame show. It's sponsored by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney. Go to ramoslaw.com after a break on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Denver Nuggets basketball. Nuggets pregame on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 starts your day with Brett Kane at 6.
I don't like Anthony Edwards. I don't like Jaden McDaniels. I don't like anybody really on that roster.
At 7, it's Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane. The morning sprint from 10 to noon.
If you can hunt Bones Highland, I think that's going to be a huge difference maker in this series.
I agree. PhD, noon to 3.
If you've got Aaron Gordon, I think anything is possible.
Kreckman and Lindahl, 3 to 6. Talking Nuggets. All day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Your team, your gear, and now your all-new store. The all-new shop Nuggets.com has everything a true fan could want.
Wow!
From the latest jerseys and hoodies to exclusive collectibles you won't find anywhere else.
That's a mic drop right there, bro.
Suit up for game day, gift the gear, or show off your Nuggets pride all year long.
Get yourself some!
Check out the fresh new lineup today at shopnuggets.com, the official home for all things Denver Nuggets.
Unlock the savings at Boost Mobile and save up to $600 a year. I've been scouting these big carriers for a minute now, and I've seen them pull the same play 1,000 times. They promise you the world, then hit you with a price hike right when the game gets tight. But Boost Mobile, their $25 a month unlimited wireless plan is the most consistent player on the floor. No contracts, no price hikes. Unlock the savings today at boostmobile.com/unlock. Based on average annual single line payment of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile customers compared to 12 months of the Boost Mobile unlimited wireless plan as of January 2026. For full offer details, visit boostmobile.com.
Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event. With the rugged Honda Pilot, Ridgeline, CR-V, and Passport, Honda vehicles are built for exploring, all from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.49% APR on a 2026 Pilot, a 2.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V, or a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Passport or 2026 Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details. Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley, visit kpp.com for...
Discover incredible savings at the Mountain High Appliance Clearance Center in Denver. I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Our clearance center offers a huge selection of ranges, refrigerators, laundry, and more. Save up to 60% on open box, scratch and dent, display models, and overstocked appliances from Bosch, Thermador, KitchenAid, and many more. When you're looking for great deals on appliances, our clearance center is your go-to destination for the best prices and selection.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
When your project demands safety, reliability, and skilled craftsmanship, hire a contractor backed by IBEW Local 68. Our electricians complete over 10,000 hours of training, deliver industry-leading safety performance, and bring the expertise needed for commercial, industrial, and renewable energy projects across Colorado. Build with confidence, build with the best. Find a union electrical contractor at IBEW68.com/contractors. IBEW Local 68, powering Colorado's future.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit ramoslaw.com.
Pregame show sponsored by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney. Go to ramoslaw.com. Welcome back as the Denver Nuggets take the court for game number 2 of this first-round series against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Game 3 will be on Thursday back in the frozen wasteland of Minneapolis. And then Game 4 will be Saturday. That's the upcoming schedule for your Denver Nuggets. Let's take a look at the injury report brought to you by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney. Visit ramoslaw.com. There is just one name on the injury report for the Nuggets. Peyton Watson is out tonight. So that's your injury report brought to you by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney. Visit ramoslaw.com. All right, scores around the NBA tonight. There are 2 other playoff games, one of which is final and one of which is coming down to it, but New York's looking pretty good. In the first game, the Cleveland Cavaliers took a dominant 2-0 series lead over the Toronto Raptors as the Cavs win it 115-105. Donovan Mitchell scores 30. James Harden has 28. And the Cavs win that game by 10. It was their second double-digit win over Toronto in the first 2 games. The other game is the Knicks and Hawks. Now, the Knicks lead this series 1-0. There is 7.5 minutes to go, and right now it's Knicks leading the Hawks 96-87. As Atlanta's going to have to make a little bit of run here to close out the fourth. To C.J. McCollum's having a good game. He's got 26. And C.J. McCollum's been playing really well for Atlanta, but all 5 Knicks starters are in double figures. The Knicks have 6 players in double figures. Karl Anthony Towns has 18. Jalen Brunson has 19. Josh Hart has 15 and 11 boards. And the Knicks have a 11. Oh, no. It's a 9-point lead with 7 minutes to go right now in the fourth quarter. Yesterday's games in the NBA playoffs, Celtics hammer the Sixers to take a 1-0 series lead, 123-191. The Thunder beat up the Suns in game 1 of that series, 119-84 OKC. They lead at 1-0. The Magic shot the Pistons in Detroit. Orlando led the entire game and win it 112-101 to take a 1-0 series lead over the top seed in the East. And the Spurs beat the Blazers 111-98. San Antonio gets the win in that one. Nugget fans, test your knowledge with playoff trivia for a chance to win exclusive merchandise. Visit nuggets.media/playoff trivia to play and enter now. We'll continue with the pregame show sponsored by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney. Go to ramoslaw.com. We'll be right back on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
If you could design healthcare from scratch, you want to build a system where doctors, pharmacists, and insurers don't work together, don't talk to each other, and don't even share records. You'd imagine something better, where everyone worked together on the same team, and your next doctor visit isn't across town, but often right down the hall. What if a place like this already existed? At Kaiser Permanente, all of your healthcare comes together to keep you healthier and make life easier. Kaiser Permanente, a better idea for healthcare.
Your business doesn't stop, and neither does Ford. Right now at Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center, pre-order your 2027 Transit, Super Duty, or Expedition today and secure the latest in built Ford tough technology and capability. Or if you need your vehicle right now, save on our remaining 25 and 26 models in stock ready for immediate delivery. For America's best-selling commercial vehicles from the best dealer, come visit us at Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center on Wadsworth, just south of Hamden, or online anytime at phillongdenver.com.
Discover incredible savings at the Mountain High Appliance Clearance Center in Denver. I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Our clearance center offers a huge selection of ranges, refrigerators, laundry, and more. Save up to 60% on open box, scratch and dent, display models, and overstocked appliances from Bosch, Thermador, KitchenAid, and many more. When you're looking for great deals on appliances, our clearance center is your go-to destination for the best prices and selection.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
You know, Terry, when it comes to game day eats, there's only one MVP. It's Redbird Farms chicken. It's juicy, tender, what real chicken tastes like.
It's sure not chips and dip, Vic.
Redbird is the star. It's like having the perfect game plan, always a win.
You know it's the coach who puts together the winning game plan, right?
Yeah, I'm just following your kitchen game plan, Coach. Redbird Farms chicken, available at King Super, City Market, and Safeway.
Grill it, fry it, put it in parm. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
Big things are happening. Citywide Banks is now UMB Bank. It's more than a name change, because UMB is more committed than ever. More committed to helping you and the community we share grow stronger together. Not with shortcuts, but with conversations. Not with gimmicks, but with guidance. For local relationships and national know-how, count on more with UMB. Member FDIC.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit RamosLaw.com.
This broadcast of Nuggets basketball is brought to you by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Welcome back as the Denver Nuggets get set to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight in game number 2 of this best-of-7 first-round series. The Avalanche played and won their first game of the playoffs yesterday as they beat the LA Kings. Tonight there are 4 games in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Avs will be back at it tomorrow for game 2 when they host the Kings right here at Ball. But we've already got one final and one game that's in overtime. We got sudden death overtime going on right now. The Philadelphia Flyers beat the Penguins 3-0 in Pittsburgh. Man, the Penguins are in trouble because Philly won both those games in Pittsburgh. The Flyers have a 2-0 series lead with the series switching to the city of brotherly love. So, yeah, Pittsburgh is in trouble in that one. The Senators and the Hurricanes are tied 2-2 in overtime. As it looked like Carolina was going to run away with this thing, they jumped out to a 2-0 lead. And then Ottawa reeled them back in, tied it up, and now we are in overtime. Carolina leads this series 1-0. The Senators are trying to steal home ice away from the number 1 seed in the East. The Wild and the Stars going at it in Dallas. Of course, the winner of this series plays the winner of the Avs-Kings series. And after one period of hockey, it's tied. In the first game, Minnesota kind of shocked Dallas. Got like a 5-goal win in that one. Dominated the contest, so Stars coming out with a little more energy tonight. It is tied 1-1 after one period of hockey as the two teams traded goals within a couple of minutes. Johnston and Faber with the goals so far in that game, and it is tied after one. And the Ducks and Oilers have played about 5 minutes there in Edmonton, and it is scoreless. This is actually the first game of that series in the Western Conference. In Major League Baseball, you know what the Rockies can do tonight? They can take the season series. They can take this series, the weekend series against the Dodgers, as they've won 2 of the 3. But right now, in the top of the 7th, the Dodgers have a 6-1 lead over the Rocks at Coors Field as Colorado opened up with an RBI in the first, and then, the Dodgers have been hitting home runs, huh? Muncy homered, Rojas homered, and what's that? Ohtani score. It's 6-1 Dodgers in the top of the 7th as we speak there in Major League Baseball. Right now, the Orioles and Royals tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 9th. Jays on top of the Angels 2-1 in the third, and A's trail the Mariners 3-0 in the third. We will, though, roll on with your Denver Nugget pregame show. We'll hear from the head coach next, right here on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit ramoslaw.com.
Style and substance. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified lessees get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for around $349 per month with $49.89 due at signing on a 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab with a 5.3-liter V8 engine. See your Colorado GMC dealers. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Your payments may vary. Mileage charge of 25 cents per mile over 20,000 miles and participating dealers only. Visit gmcofferinfo.com for details.
When your project demands safety, reliability, and skilled craftsmanship, hire a contractor backed by IBEW Local 68. Our electricians complete over 10,000 hours of training, deliver industry-leading safety performance, and bring the expertise needed for commercial, industrial, and renewable energy projects across Colorado. Build with confidence, build with the best. Find a union electrical contractor at IBEW68.com/contractors. IBEW Local 68, powering Colorado's future.
This is your moment, Nuggets fans.
Let's go, Ball Arena! Get on your feet!
The road to the 2026-27 season starts now. Nuggets ticket memberships are officially on sale, giving you access to the biggest matchups, the best seats, and exclusive member-only perks all season long. From priority playoff access to flexible payment plans, being a member means you're more than a fan, you're part of the team. Don't wait for tip-off to make your move.
Let's go!
Secure your seats today at nuggets.com.
Hey, basketball fans, ready to score some cash back? Tip off your shopping trips with the Ibotta app and get cash back on groceries and more. Start with Ibotta to find offers at hundreds of your favorite retailers, from grocery and home improvement to sporting goods and apparel. Then shop as usual in-store or online. The average saver earns over $100 per year. Download the free app and start earning cash back today. Ibotta, cash back made easy. Ibotta is a proud sponsor of the Denver Nuggets.
From the street, your home siding is about style. From close up, it's about protection. Especially in Colorado, where wildfire risk is part of the conversation. At Bellwether Windows, Siding, and Doors, we install siding as part of a complete system built to help resist fire, manage heat, and protect what's inside. Your home will look incredible, but more importantly, it will be ready for anything Colorado can dish out. Bellwether Windows, Siding, and Doors. Transforming how your home looks, feels, and performs. Visit bellwetherhomes.com.
Hey, basketball fans, ready to score some cash back? Tip off your shopping trips with the Ibotta app and get cash back on groceries and more. Start with Ibotta to find offers at hundreds of your favorite retailers, from grocery and home improvement to sporting goods and apparel. Then shop as usual in-store or online. The average saver earns over $100 per year. Download the free app and start earning cash back today. Ibotta, cash back made easy. Ibotta is a proud sponsor of the Denver Nuggets.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit ramoslaw.com.
Don't miss your shot, Nuggets fans. Sign up for Buzzer Beater to get playoff ticket offers sent to your phone. Score access to ticket drops and be part of the action at Ball Arena. Sign up now at nuggetsdroppogoseat.com. Welcome back to your pregame show. It's time right now to hear from the head coach. Here is David Adelman.
Yeah, I thought early what wasn't clean wasn't organized. You know, when we got organized, got to our spots correctly, we got really good shots. It's when we tried to make things up, we turned it over. Live ball turnovers led to dunks in a game that, we didn't give up a lot of points. You can't give easy baskets like that away, and we did. But yeah, I would expect them there'd be more physicality, more pressure, more denial. Full court pressure was, prevalent in game one. I think that'll continue. And I thought we handled it just good enough. Could be better. And with our team, as we've talked about, it's no mystery here. We have a lot of guys that can initiate offense, and that was talked about. And we'll do what we have to do. Aaron can bring it up. CB can bring it up. Jamal doesn't always have to bring it up, that kind of thing. So I think to alleviate pressure, it's a team thing. And if we can do that and get the same looks we got, 2 nights ago, I think we're going to score a lot of points.
For the postseason specifically, can you walk us through the differences and positives potentially of having all day today versus a 1 o'clock tip-off on Saturday?
Yeah, they're both really unique, because they're both very the opposite of the regular season. Though we did play a lot of late games this year. I think it allows you to take your time in the morning. You're very detailed. You're not doing a lot as far as running, but it gives you a chance to really have a real conversation with time. Go back through personnel. I always say this, but you kind of presuppose what they may or may not do as an adjustment to things that we did. They're doing the same thing in the hotel, or over here at shoot-around. So, yeah, it just gives you more time to take a deep breath. And once that's over, now you're just sitting around, and it sucks. So that's just the truth. So, yeah, it's a late game, but whatever. It's the playoffs. Whatever time we tip off. They're all unique, but they're all great opportunities.
David, particularly in the early part of that game the other day, you guys were using Cam a lot, just running him off a lot of screens, keeping Ant working off the ball, some of that. How intentional was that as far as trying to get things moving, I guess, for you guys and get things flowing early in the series?
Yeah, Ant's an interesting guy because he's such a good defender, but he has so much responsibility offensively that you can't let him hide on a matchup. And I know in the second half they put him on Jamal, which makes sense. They've done that in the past. But it's a long game, just like for our main people that facilitate the points and the assists and the rebounds. You have to find a way to give them a break. And also not to mention, we need second level scorers, so to speak. I need Cam to be a guy that has the ball and makes plays. Aaron, so I can't avoid those guys. And sometimes when we're playing well, but it's so much Jamal and Nikola, then you don't get a good version of them, and late in the game. And so you have to be careful with that. Cam will be featured as he always is. And if it works out for us and it works, against Ant, where he has to work so hard on both ends, because we're going to do our best to make him work hard on the offensive end for them. That'd be good, in the long run.
Coach, what was your reaction to Coach Finch saying that it was a head scratcher, but Jamal ended up 16 free throws and he didn't seem like he was particularly thrilled with the whistle? Is that just part of playoff basketball when a coach feels like maybe his team was getting a one-sided whistle?
I mean, there was a flagrant foul. He shot 3 free throws. There was a technical foul. He shot a free throw. So it was 12. And he got fouled. So it's the playoffs. Everybody politics after games, but let's at least list out the 16 free throws and what actually happened. This is not like one of those games where he's just walking to the line. It was playing through a lot of physicality, multiple guys getting into him. It's what they do. I mean, they toe the line. And, the fouls early allowed them to argue the point that the fouls were, 4-0 to start. And then you start seeing a reaction. So that stuff happens in these games. They're so physical. Could happen, the other way tonight. It's just the way it is. But from what I saw, flagrants and technicals are not part of the flow of the game, in my opinion, but we'll move on.
Do you react to that as a head coach tonight if you feel like because you have no worry about getting involved, let the officials know, but if you feel like that they're officiating it differently in a playoff game, is there a sense of urgency to kind of let them know right away, like, hey, let's not play the makeup game and play that? Is that part of your role as a head coach?
I mean, you have those conversations, but I also think what we're told is that, it's 3 new people that see the game completely different. You know what I mean? And they're going to see the way the game is played their own way. And that's the cool part about officiating, in all sports, is that every game is kind of unique to itself. And you have to react to, what those 6 eyes see, and it changes every night. I do think sometimes when you watch the film, you just say, yeah, that guy got fouled. There's nights believe me, we play Shea or somebody shoots a lot of free throws. I don't go back to the clips and say, I can't believe we got all those calls. I go, why are we fouling him so much?
They kept Rudy on Jokic almost the entire time, and you kind of mentioned expecting, different guys, Jaden, and they'll definitely do that throughout the course of the series. How do you balance trying to be ready for every variation of what they're going to throw at without getting into this constant trying to guess what another coach is going to do? How do you kind of balance that?
Yeah, I think all of your adjustments have to be minimal in nature, where they're simplistic. And so when you move on to something else, it's not, you don't put in 8 new actions. You just say, if we see this, these are 2 very comfortable things we've ran all season. Because one thing I know in the playoffs, just learning from being around this for so long, you start making new things up right now, it doesn't work. So you got to go back to things that are constants that guys are comfortable with. So when they get into these high-intensity moments, they're like, yeah, we've done this. Like, we know our spacing. We know the proper places to be on the floor. It doesn't mean it always works, but you want to make sure that they feel good about it. Because to your point, I can't this morning walk through 65 actions. You're just kind of going through, hey, they're going to do this, and we've always done this to attack it. Personnel changes nightly with teams that you play, but in the playoffs, you get the same team every time, which makes it a little bit easier just to, have an explanation for your players.
Two very different runs with Nicole on the bench and Jonas on the floor to start the second and then in the fourth. I was just curious what you made of Jonas's minutes and kind of how he fits into the series after seeing what he was like in game one.
Yeah, I mean, I would look at it more so who they had on the court. They played a heavy bench unit in the second quarter. The fourth quarter was basically their starting five. So that was a different thing for us. My intention to start the fourth was how many minutes can we get through until I had to bring some people back. Unfortunately, it was only 3 minutes, which happens in playoff games. But I thought his minutes in the first half were extremely impactful. He fought Gobert. I thought those other guys got Jamal. They did a really good job getting him to his spots where he could get into locations where Jamal likes to work. Jonas is going to be part of the series, just like I could easily go Aaron at the 5. I could go Spencer at the 5. So all those things are there for us. But like I said all year, if you want to be part of something special, then just be part of something that wins games. And if that means your role is to play 10, 12 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, do it and do it well. And if you're part of the winning, it all makes sense in the end. So, we have to react to what they do, too, and just like they have to react to us.
That was David Adelman. Tip-off. Game 2 is next right here on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets Nation.
Let's go!
Jerseys are on, laces are tied. The Nuggets are ready for tonight's game. Are you? Don't drop the ball. Choose aluminum for your favorite beverage. This is your aluminum assist. Let's go all in for the Nuggets. Alley-oop.
Stop! 2 hands!
All in for aluminum.
That's clean living right there.
Ball. All in.
From the street, your home siding is about style. From close up, it's about protection. Especially in Colorado, where wildfire risk is part of the conversation. At Bellwether Windows, Siding and Doors, we install siding as part of a complete system built to help resist fire, manage heat, and protect what's inside. Your home will look incredible, but more importantly, it will be ready for anything Colorado can dish out. Bellwether Windows, Siding and Doors, transforming how your home looks, feels, and performs. Visit bellwetherhomes.com.
Where does a journey to wellness begin? Do you start looking for diet ideas? Or searching for exercise plans? Actually, you don't have to look far. Just look to the first 2 letters of the word wellness. We means you don't have to figure it out yourself. It means your hopes and challenges are a perfect match for our knowledge and resources. It means anything you want to achieve, together, we can achieve better. Because wellness begins with we. Intermountain Health, the power of we.
Spring is in the air at Century Casino Central City. Join us every weekend and show me the bunny. Win $100 free play 3 times per hour in our progressive drawings. Join us on Fridays and earn a gift of the week. Spring is the theme. Take I-70 to exit 243 Central City Parkway. Century Casino Central City. Welcome to the winner's zone. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, sports fans, Vic Lombardi here alongside the legendary queen of chicken, Terry Lombardi.
Please don't call me that.
Oh, we're here to remind you haven't tried real chicken until you've tried Redbird Farms chicken. Ain't that right, queen of chicken?
Don't call me that.
Find them at King Super, Safeway, and City Market. Redbird Farms chicken, because you can't put a price on great taste. Ain't that right, my queen?
It's delicious, Vic. Just run the jingle.
Grill it, fry it, put it in parm. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
Nuggets fans, the playoffs have arrived. Ball Arena is set for the biggest moments of the season, and the energy in Denver is getting loud.
Let's go!
This is where every play matters, every run counts, and every game brings something new.
Now you got the crowd involved.
Be there to experience it live and take in playoff basketball the way it's meant to be. Get your tickets now at nuggets.com.
Ball Arena crowd to its feet.
The Altitude Sports Radio Network welcomes you to Denver Nuggets basketball.
the Joker.
Jokic has a bully ball, spins at the dotted line, jumper is good!
Jamal.
Over to Murray and a three. Got it again! Jamal Murray is on fire!
Cam Johnson.
Gives him a pick. Brown driving a dish. Cam Johnson three. Money!
Hardaway Jr.
Hardaway three. Got it!
Peyton Watson.
Back to Watson. Dog, two hands! Hard!
Big Val.
Dogged home by Valanciunas.
Let's go Nuggets.
Murray goes to the left hand. You got to score. Gets down the lane. Leans in. Got it! Yes!
It's time for Denver Nuggets basketball. With the tip-off of tonight's game, here's the voice of the Denver Nuggets, Jason Kosmiski.
Nuggets Nation, let's go!
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Greetings, Nuggets fans, far and wide. With Nuggets legend Scott Hastings off to my left, Mark Bertinoli in the 260, Katie Wingy on sidelines. I'm Jason Kosmiski, and this is Nuggets basketball. Denver taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're in round number 1, game number 2.
And now, the starting lineups for your Denver Nuggets. At point guard.
Back over to Murray and a three. Got it again! Jamal Murray is on fire!
At shooting guard.
Backdoor cut Christian and a dunk with two hands.
At small forward.
Cam Johnson dunked it home with two hands.
At power forward.
Back over to Gordon for three. Got it! Aaron Gordon!
And at center.
Backs him down in the paint. Gets double teamed. Fade away. God! Oh my God! You know how hard that shot is? That's the way the Denver Nuggets shake down in their starting five. It'll be Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards, and Dante DiVincenzo, the starting five tonight for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tonight's opening tip-off is brought to you by Century Casino. Find the hottest slots and electronic table game action at Century Casino and Hotel, just 1 mile from Blackhawk and scenic walkable Central City. Welcome to the winner's zone. Scott Hastings back with us in the playoffs this year? Well, at least in round number 1.
Well, at least here. Hey, we are not looking at gift mouth and the horse.
And Scotty, I had one takeaway from the first. I mean, we can go numbers and X's and O's, but at the end of the day, after game 1, Denver didn't play that well, and they still won by double figures.
Yeah, listen, we talked about it. They shot under 28% from 3. Murray was 0 for 8, and you win by 11. So I was talking with some of the NBC folks just a while ago, and they said the same thing. They said, dude, you guys didn't play that good, and you won easy.
It'll be Jokic against Rudy Gobert at the midcourt circle as we approach 8:50 p.m. Mountain Time Zone. And the tap is controlled by Minnesota for the second game in a row. They move it left to right. They're in the all-whites tonight. Denver in the light blues. Here's Jaden McDaniels, throws it inside the arc over to Randle. Wing jump shots on the way and short, no good. The rebound comes down to Jamal Murray. Nuggets looking to get off to a better start tonight than what they did in game number 1's first quarter. Jokic has it over to Murray for 3. Yeah! It's a good way to start right there now. 3-0. Denver cracks the scoreboard first. Anthony Edwards has it at the point, guarded by Aaron Gordon. He'll try and tie it up. That jumper's up and in, and we are all square 3 points apiece. Inbound goes over to Jokic. Jokic on the right side over to Gordon. Back over to Jokic. Left side now is Murray. Murray has it on the high left side. Top of the key, Cam for 3. Off the back of the rim and no good.
Those are the wide open ones you got to make.
Absolutely. They missed a bunch of those in game number 1. Edwards has it on the high left side. Throws it on the right side to McDaniels. McDaniels goes to the left hand behind him. Randle head fake on the 3. Drives in on Christian Brown. Layup is good. And Minnesota leads for the first time tonight. They're on top here 5-3. And here comes Aaron Gordon up the right sideline. He throws top of the key over to Jokic. Left side now is Murray. At the wing is Aaron Gordon. Cutter down low is Christian. Layup wide open, good.
Boy, Anthony Edwards and DiVincenzo having some words with each other. How you let that guy go?
5-5 is the tie. Here comes Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it on the left side over to Gobert. Hands off behind him. DiVincenzo 3. That one misses. Rebound tipped and then grabbed by Gordon. Nuggets looking to get the lead back here in the opening 2 minutes. Jokic right side over to Murray. Murray gets a pick from Jokic, moves off of that, gets down the lane, finger roll layup, no good. Rebound down to Gobert, outlet pass off over to Edwards. Edwards has it on the high right side, guarded by Christian Brown. Step back, long two. Jumper's no good. Rebound down to Jokic in stride. Outlet pass Murray, back over to Jokic, lazy pass, and he threw it away. Turnover number 1 here for Denver. McDaniels has it the other way. Throws back behind him, DiVincenzo, corner 3, Randall. That one's good.
I think Randall's going to be a little more aggressive tonight and look for his kind of a quiet night, game 1.
8-5, Denver's down by 3. Gordon has it off over to Jokic. Jokic at the midcourt circle, left side now to Murray. Murray on top to Cam Johnson. Cam behind him over to Jokic. Jokic closed out by Gobert, hands it off over to Murray. 5 on the clock, gets down the lane, throws it away. Loose ball stolen by Edwards. 2 turnovers already for your starting point guard. Top of the key is Randall. Edwards looks a little hurt. Down low is Gobert. Gobert in a post up against Cam Johnson. Can't shoot. Throws out of it over to McDaniels. McDaniels travel. Jump shots on the way. That one's short, no good. Rebound comes down to Murray. Outlet pass, Gordon. Dog, 2 hands. You see what he did there? He spiked that thing on the ground, let it float to the rim, and threw that thing home.
Self-lob, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a little flavor. Here's Edwards now. I mean, he's not right. Let's be honest, folks. I mean, right, he's trying. Randall for 3. That one's good. And once again, Minnesota off to a strong start with the 3 ball. And Jamal Murray has it at the midcourt circle over to Jokic. Denver's down by 4. He throws it on the right side. Bad pass. Turnover number 3 already, Scotty.
Kind of a mix. Christian wasn't at the wing and he wasn't in the corner, and I think Joker was expecting him at the wing.
At the midcourt circle is Anthony Edwards. Throws it on the left side to McDaniels. He's a driver. He gets down the lane and throws it away. Loose ball down to Cam Johnson, 2-on-2. Cam to the rim, leans in, spike to the ground on a block shot, and that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Dante DiVincenzo.
That was a hard foul right there. Go back to Edwards. Joker cut him off driving the sideline, and he did a little bit of the splits. Remember, he has had an issue with his right knee.
And now we have free throws coming up here for Cam Johnson.
Actually should have been a foul on Edwards. Slapped him on the back of the head.
That's what I thought too, and I thought it was on Edwards, but DiVincenzo immediately raised his hand. Free throw for Cam, number 1, is up and in. Free throws tonight powered by your favorite appliance store, Mountain High Appliance. With 5 locations across Colorado, visit mountainhighappliance.com. One more free throw here for Cam. And that one's good. Nuggets are down by 2. It's 11-9. Inbound goes over to Anthony Edwards. We've played 4 minutes. Edwards has it up the right sideline, guarded by Christian Brown. Throws it on the high left side to Gobert. Back over to Edwards. Edwards goes to the right hand. He stops inside the arc. Behind him, Randall. Head fake, spin move, 8-footer. Jumper's no good. Rebound poked out by Gobert, but then grabbed by Gordon. Gordon has it up the right sideline. Stutter step and a drive to the rim. He goes, throws out of it. Christian 3. Yes! Nuggets back in the lead by 1.
He turned to somebody on Minnesota's bench who was saying something to him.
Yeah. High left side is Anthony Edwards. McDaniels has it at the point. Crossover move, runs into Cam Johnson. Can't get past him. Back on top over to Edwards and a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Jamal Murray. Murray has it across the timeline. Denver looking to tack on. Murray goes to the left hand, gets a pick from Jokic, moves off of that, gets bumped. And that'll be a foul on McDaniels.
This bench working Tony Brothers down there on the sideline, saying Murray had that arm up high.
And Aaron Gordon will trigger it in. Inbound goes over to Jokic. Timeout comes next whistle. Back over to Murray. Murray gets down the lane, throws out of it. Cam Johnson 3. Buckets.
If he gets hot, I think that's a key for this unit.
15-11. Nuggets lead it by 4. This is their big lead of the night. Nuggets now on an 8-0 run. High left side is Anthony Edwards. Top of the key over to Randall. Right side DiVincenzo. Down low Gobert. Floater. No good. Rebound down to Jokic. Down low Christian. Leans in. Layup. Got it! Foul as well. Well, Chris Finch, what are you going to do? Oh, no! A momentum-stopping timeout by Chris Finch, the complainer. 17-11. We have an and-one free throw coming up for Denver in a moment on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
It's playoff basketball. You got to do a little bit of everything.
The intensity levels are at an all-time high. These are the NBA playoffs. Every team looking to make a run.
This is incredible.
Every player looking to make history.
Give me all you got. Let's go.
So tune in, because this is going to be unbelievable.
This is exactly what we want.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google continue on ABC, ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
When you're hurt, your case isn't just about the law. It's about the medicine. I'm Dr. Joseph Ramos, emergency medicine physician and attorney. I know how injuries happen, how they impact your life, and how to prove it in court. Don't let your case be a guessing game. Ramos Law, the only firm led by a medical doctor and attorney. Come experience the doctor-lawyer difference.
The sun is out and the road is calling. Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event. Bring on the fun with a Honda Hybrid. Check out the Honda CR-V Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, or Civic Hybrid from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Performance Brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.49% APR on a 2026 Civic Hybrid, or a 2026 Accord Hybrid, or a 2.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V Hybrid.
See dealer for financing details. Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
Nuggets fans, this is what playoff basketball is all about.
Let's go!
The Nuggets take on the Timberwolves at Ball Arena in round one with unfinished business. The energy is higher, the moments are bigger, and every play matters.
Now you got the crowd involved.
Be there as Denver defends home court and the postseason begins. Get your tickets at nuggets.com.
Ball Arena crowd to its feet.
If you could design healthcare from scratch, you want to build a system where doctors, pharmacists, and insurers don't work together, don't talk to each other, and don't even share records. You'd imagine something better, where everyone worked together on the same team, and your next doctor visit isn't across town, but often right down the hall. What if a place like this already existed? At Kaiser Permanente, all of your healthcare comes together to keep you healthier and make life easier. Kaiser Permanente. A better idea for healthcare.
I've never put much stock in astrology, but with the new multiplier scratch, the stars are aligned for some pretty big prizes. Because no matter your moon sign or what Mercury's up to, your win can get multiplied up to 200 times, with prizes up to $1 million, which could steer your life into a very interesting new phase. New multiplier scratch from the Colorado Lottery. Multiply your win up to 200 times. Must be 18 to play.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. Nuggets, Timberwolves on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets are on a 10-0 run for the first time tonight. Downstairs, the Katie Wingy we go.
Yeah, Kaz, this team loves the start, loves the energy, but the one thing they want to improve on is taking care of the basketball. The turnovers continuing to be an issue. They said, look, if we can take care of the ball, we score almost every time. If we slow down a little bit, we can get whatever we want. Really like the physicality. And then David Adelman added, play with the same pace you're playing at, but be clean with how you do it.
That's a good point. They already have 3 turnovers in the first quarter. And now Christian Braun looking to make it an 11-0 run for Denver. And he does just that. Denver leads it by 7. This is their big lead of the night, 18-11. Anthony Edwards has it the other way. Edwards has it at the midcourt circle. He gets a high pick from Gobert. Whistle away from the play. That's going to be on Minnesota.
That might be on Rudy Gobert moving on the screen.
It was away from the ball, so I could never see those.
No, it's on DiVincenzo.
Oh, okay, there you go.
He grabbed the weak side defender sliding over. That's going to be 2 on him. But a better defender comes in for it.
Yeah, I.O. Dosunmu. He had a really good game 1.
Yeah, he's got that. You called it Bob Cousy set shot three.
Because he doesn't jump, but he steps like forward a little. It looks weird.
But you got to. That means it's a slow release. You got to just get up on him and chase him off that line.
Up the right sideline is Murray. Throws it off over to Gordon. Free throw line extended. Behind him to Jokic. Straddles the 3-point line. Murray back over to Joker. Joker drives in on McDaniels. He starts backing him down. Gets in the paint. Throws out of it to Murray for three. Off the front of the rim and no good. Rebound down to Gobert. Outlet pass off over to Edwards. Edwards spin move on Murray. Can't get past him. Throws back behind him over to Naz Reid. Cross-court pass McDaniels. And a three. No good. Rebound tipped by Jokic and grabbed by Jokic. Outlet pass off over to Christian Brown. Brown top of the key is Jokic. Cutting back towards Hardaway. Baseline jumper's good. Nuggets lead it by 9, 20-11.
Tough game one for Tim. He wants to have a better game tonight.
And here comes Edwards. Split the defenders and an intentional foul called on Jokic.
Stepped too wide on that hedge, and when he did, knew he was beat, so he just grabbed him. Those are those little fouls you want Joker to stay away from them.
Yeah. But you get why he does it. Like, he doesn't want to, he knew he was beat and he didn't want to give up an easy bucket, and they're not in the bonus yet, so I get it. Dosunmu throws it in on top over to Gobert. Gobert hands it off over to Edwards. Edwards left side now to Naz Reid in the corner. Head fake on the three by Dosunmu. Floater baseline is an air ball. Rebound tipped out to Christian Brown. Brown behind him over to Gordon. Gordon has it top of the key over to Hardaway. Hardaway gets a pick from Jokic, throws it to him on the pick and roll. Behind him to Gordon. Gordon attacks the free throw line. Jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Dosunmu. Dosunmu has it across the timeline. Less than 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Left side now, he hands it off over to Edwards. Long two. Jumper's no good. Rebound comes down to Hardaway. Outlet pass off over to Jokic. Jokic has it. Back behind him to Murray. Murray, head fake on Edwards, and he gets fouled by Anthony on his way to the rim. Yeah, I got to tell you what, Scotty, when you know a guy is not 100%, you attack him, right? Yeah. I mean, that's what you do.
Make him move his feet.
Bones Highland gets booed here in Denver. And here we go. Inbound goes over to Jokic. Back over to Christian Brown. Drives in on Gobert. Stops. Back behind him to Jokic. 8 on the clock for Denver. Jokic against Edwards. Kick out three. Murray. Got it to foul. That was going to be on Dosunmu. And then Murray leans over, Scotty, and high fives about half the people in his area on the sidelines.
That's why you buy them big tickets right there.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
That's why you buy the big tickets.
Some people are not going to wash their hands for the next week if there's a little kid over there. While we have a moment, KJ, let's pause 10 seconds for legal ID on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Here's the and one free throw by Murray. Good. That's a 17-0 run by Denver. The Nuggets lead it by 13, 24-11. High right side is Julius Randle. Randle gets down the lane, leans in, little bank shot won't go. Rebound poked around. It goes all the way to the left side and grabbed by Dosunmu. He throws top of the key over to Edwards. Edwards, broken play here by Minnesota. Forced a jumper, missed it, but got
they bailed him out.
Yep.
Wow.
Yes, they did.
Wow. He wants free throws. Not sure he shouldn't have. This is going to come over and try to change his mind. He grabbed his arm before he went up to shoot. He missed 8 straight field goals. Yep. Tony Brothers came and talked about him.
So 2 free throws here for Anthony Edwards. He's off to a slow start here. He's 1 of 4 shooting. Free throw number 1 for him is up and in. Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network, brought to you by Ball Corporation. All in for the Nuggets. Aluminum all in. One more free throw coming up here for Edwards. And that one's good. And they finally stopped the bleeding after Denver was on a 17-0 run. And here comes Jamal Murray. Murray has it up the left sideline, guarded by Desumnu. Gets a pick from Tim Hardaway. Throws it on the right side over to Jokic. Jokic back over to Murray, and a three. Yes, another foul!
Same guy.
Desumnu again!
They wanted to play aggressive on Murray, but he comes off that dribble handoff with Joker, and he's just rating his chili.
Man, at some point, I know a lot of times you think you can get away with stuff, but here's another and one free throw, another 4-point play for Jamal. And that one's good. 28-13 Denver. Less than 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
You got a 15-point lead. Joker's yet to take a shot.
That's insane. Top of the key is Randall. Left side over to Edwards. Edwards throws it on the wing. He gets it over to Desumnu. Now Bones Highland three. That jumper's good.
Tim Hardaway got hit right in the face by a screen. That's how Bones got open.
Christian Brown lobs it over to Jokic, who straddles the three-point line. Hands it off over to Murray, being chased by Edwards. Throws back to Jokic, wide open three. That one rims out. Rebound poked out of bounds. Last touch by, they say, Denver and Spencer Jones. Bruce Brown going to come in. Christian Brown goes out. And Bones Highland has a basketball here for Minnesota. He started out there by Tim Hardaway. Throws it inside the arc over to Edwards. Goes reverse side. Layup is up and in. That's pretty easy. Nuggets lead it by 10, 28-18. And here comes Bruce Brown. Brown has it up the right sideline. Top of the key over to Jokic. Timeout comes next whistle. Right side back over to Hardaway. Hardaway gets a pick from Jokic. Shoots a three. Got it in the foul again! This time Bones Highland. Oh, man!
Well, Bones not known for a defensive guy. He's going with the game plan of trying to get up on the guys, and that's Tim Hardaway. He said, hey, that's too tight. I'm falling down.
Third time this quarter that has happened. We'll take a timeout and one free throw by Hardaway in a moment on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
D-Mac. Nugget Station, you've got Game 2, Nuggets and Timberwolves. This is D-Mac. Tomorrow at noon on PhD.
PhD.
We're breaking this one down. What does the series look like after tonight as it shifts to Minnesota? Also tomorrow, it's an Avs Playoff Ticket Tuesday. We're going to put you there for Avs Kings Game 2. Listen for keywords on the 20s all day.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hi, Terry Lombardi, along with Vic.
Basketball is back in Denver. Redbird Farms Chicken is the star player when it comes to game day meals. And it's so tender, you can cut it with a fork. You don't even need a knife.
Did you know Redbird is offered by fine restaurants?
We insist on Redbird Farms Chicken. You can taste the difference. Available at King Soopers, City Market, and Safeway.
It's all about the taste with Redbird Farms Chicken.
That is the queen of chicken, Terry Lombardi.
Redbird Farms.
Style and substance. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified lessees get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for around $349 per month with $49.89 due at signing on a 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab with a 5.3-liter V8 engine. See your Colorado GMC dealers. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Your payments may vary. Mileage charge of 25 cents per mile over 20,000 miles and participating dealers only. Visit GMCOfferInfo.com for details.
There's a difference between flash and fundamentals. Aaron Gordon and Nikola Jokic do the little things. And that's exactly what 361 basketball shoes are built for. The HE6 and Joker 2 signature shoes are inspired by the game's best, built for stability, control, and real performance. No hype, just results. From pickup runs to game night, bring that winning mindset to your game. Find 361 at the Ball Arena team store during home games or anytime at 361USA.com.
From the street, your home siding is about style. From close up, it's about protection. especially in Colorado, where wildfire risk is part of the conversation. At Bellwether Windows, Siding, and Doors, we install siding as part of a complete system built to help resist fire, manage heat, and protect what's inside. Your home will look incredible, but more importantly, it will be ready for anything Colorado can dish out. Bellwether Windows, Siding, and Doors, transforming how your home looks, feels, and performs. Visit bellwetherhomes.com.
All Copy Products is a one-stop shop for all your office technology needs. Whether you're looking for a brand new office copier, state-of-the-art espresso machine, or for professional help with your IT environment, All Copy Products is devoted to helping you overcome your everyday workplace challenges and focus more on your core business. Find out how All Copy Products can help your company maximize its efficiency with their award-winning service today by visiting www.allcopyproducts.com.
Mile High Playoff Basketball, Denver, Minnesota, on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Nuggets fans, secure your spot for the postseason with next year's season memberships. Get priority playoff access, exclusive benefits, and your seat at Ball Arena. Limited availability. Lock in now at nuggets.com. And one free throw coming up here for Hardaway. The third four-point play possibility for Denver this quarter. Free throw, good. Nuggets lead by 14, 32-18. And here comes Bones Highland. Highland has it, top of the key, over to Naz Reid. Back behind him, Dosunmu. Reid will take a three. That jumper's no good. It goes over the backboard, but not out of bounds. Grabbed by Bruce Brown. Brown has the basketball here for Denver. He's guarded by Bones Highland, not a very good defender. Brown throws it on the right side over to Murray. Inside the arc now is Jokic. Jokic has it against Julius Randle, hands it off over to Hardaway, and a long two. Jumper misses. Rebound down to Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it at the point. Step back three. That one's no good. Rebound tapped and goes out of bounds. Last touch by Reid.
See if Edwards just came out for slow-mo and the trainer goes down to check his leg out.
That's a good call, actually. Inbound goes over to Cam Johnson. Looks like they're going to leave him alone. Cam Johnson has it across the timeline. 2 minutes ago. High right side is Bruce Brown. Back over to Jokic inside the arc. Jokic guarded by Randle. Hands it off over to Bruce. Stutter step and a drive on Highland. Jump shot no good. Another foul on Bones. Man, he is just a sieve on the defensive end, man. So 2 free throws coming up here for Brucey B.
Flashy offensive player, but
yeah,
never really has added any strength to his game, which would probably help him defensively.
Well, I mean, I've told this story before in the regular season. Obviously, Bones was a Nugget, was drafted by the Nuggets, but he was just very immature, Scott. There was, I think, 2 games where he got pulled in the third quarter.
And he left.
Yeah, and he just left the building. He was so pissed off. And that did not sit well with the Nuggets or the players. As a matter of fact, when Denver got their championship rings that year, the players get a vote on this. They voted to give Thomas Bryant a ring, but they passed on Bones Highland. So that tells you everything you need to know.
Both of them here half a season.
Yeah, both of them here about half the season.
Oh, this is a tough foul on Spencer Jones. Blocking out slow-mo. Down on the baseline, Kyle Anderson really wasn't even involved in the play.
So now Minnesota maintains possession. Inbound goes over to Kyle Anderson. Anderson throws it on the right side over to Randle. Back on top to Anderson. Left side Highland and a three. That one's good. He can do that.
He can do that. He has no conscience when it comes to getting it up. He can get hot quick.
But the problem is he can score 20, but he'll give up 22. Cam Johnson through the window to Jokic, leans in, layup, good.
Wow. What hands.
Yeah. 14-point lead for Denver, 35-21. Top of the key is Naz Reid, right side over to Randle. Dips his shoulder on Jokic, layup won't go. Rebound knocked out of bounds.
Oh, my goodness.
Say last touch by Denver.
Oh, my goodness. They just gave a foul on Jones for blocking out. Kyle Anderson over the back of Tim Hardaway. Nothing.
Taking a look at the replay here.
Actually, probably was out on Anderson as well.
Top of the key is Anderson. 1 minute to go. Anderson left side, Randall to three. Jumper short, rebound tipped, and saved from going out of bounds by Hardaway. Falls into the third row. And then he throws it away, does Bruce Brown. Hardaway the only one back. Highland runs over him. What a bonehead play by Bones Highland.
Tim Hardaway came out of the first row and set up for the charge. I don't even know if Bones saw it.
Oh, man, that's a low IQ play there by Bones Highland. And he immediately comes out of the game. Well, did you see Hardaway's reaction?
He knew it, too.
Yeah, so he goes into the third row. Now, watch it. I don't know if they're going to show it long enough on TV. Yeah, look at his reaction here.
He was on a turtle. It looked like a turtle trying to get up off his shell.
Yeah, exactly. At the midcourt circle is Cam Johnson. Right side over to Jokic. Denver could go 2 for 1. Hardaway has it. Got to shoot it. Gets down the lane. Leans in. Layup no good. Got fouled by Mike Conley.
He doesn't like the call. He's talking to the official. Mike, a great player in this league, a long career. Not the same guy he once was.
Right. Well, neither are we, though, Scotty.
As long as I don't have to move.
Yeah. Free throw, no, as long as I wake up in the morning, I should be cool. Aaron Gordon back in the game. Free throw number 1 by Hardaway is good. And now Jokic comes out. Second free throw is on the way by Hardaway. And that one's good. Nuggets lead it by 16. Their big lead of the night. Inbound goes over to Conley. They can steal that 2 for 1 back. You'd have to shoot it in 3 seconds. Conley has it. He's on the high right side. Throws it off over to Randall. 2 for 1 gone. He's working against Bruce Brown. Gets fouled. Jumper's no good. Now Jokic should have come right back in. What's the thought process here?
Offense. You protected him. You protected him for that second foul. So now you bring him back in, and now you can run whatever your offense is set. And Murray will come in too.
And now defenders coming in from Minnesota, and McDaniels and Gobert. Free throw number 1 by Randall is up and in.
Spencer Jones, though, in this playoff game, was a two-way player to start the season.
I know, not nuts. Didn't actually get signed to a full contract till about, what, three weeks before the playoffs began? A month before?
After the trade deadline sometime, a week or 2.
Second free throw by Randall is good. Nuggets lead it by 14, 37-23. Inbound goes over to Murray. Murray has it against McDaniels. Shot clock and game clock basically identical. Murray has it at the midcourt circle. 8 seconds to go. Down low, Gordon. Got 2 hands. Left him wide open. Inbound goes to Randall. 6 seconds left. Top of the key, Gobert. Lobs it down low over to McDaniels. Layup reverse side is good.
That's poor defense.
And there's the horn to end the first quarter. Well, this first quarter, a hell of a lot better than the first quarter of game number 1. Nuggets lead it by 14, 39-25. We'll take a timeout. Second quarter action up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
When your project demands safety, reliability, and skilled craftsmanship, hire a contractor backed by IBEW Local 68. Our electricians complete over 10,000 hours of training, deliver industry-leading safety performance, and bring the expertise needed for commercial, industrial, and renewable energy projects across Colorado. Build with confidence, build with the best. Find a union electrical contractor at IBEW68.com/contractors. IBEW Local 68, powering Colorado's future.
Hey, basketball fans, ready to score some cash back? Tip off your shopping trips with the Ibotta app and get cash back on groceries and more. Start with Ibotta to find offers at hundreds of your favorite retailers, from grocery and home improvement to sporting goods and apparel. Then shop as usual in-store or online. The average saver earns over $100 per year. Download the free app and start earning cash back today. Ibotta. Cash back made easy. Ibotta is a proud sponsor of the Denver Nuggets.
Your team, your gear, and now your all-new store. The all-new ShopNuggets.com has everything a true fan could want. Wow! From the latest jerseys and hoodies to exclusive collectibles you won't find anywhere else.
That's a mic drop right there, bro.
Suit up for game day, gift the gear, or show off your Nuggets pride all year long.
Get yourself some!
Check out the fresh new lineup today at ShopNuggets.com, the official home for all things Denver Nuggets.
Your business doesn't stop, and neither does Ford. Right now at Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center, pre-order your 2027 Transit, Super Duty, or Expedition today and secure the latest in built Ford Tough technology and capability. Or if you need your vehicle right now, save on our remaining 25 and 26 models in stock, ready for immediate delivery. For America's best-selling commercial vehicles from the best dealer, come visit us at Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center on Wadsworth, just south of Hamden, or online anytime at phillongdenver.com.
Pacific Office Automation is the one source for all of your business technology. Let us help you create your total office solution with copiers and printers, security systems and cameras, managed IT and cloud services, complete conference room packages, unified communications and telephones, including carrier services, plus temperature sensing kiosks and more. The one source for all your office technology solutions. Go to PacificOffice.com. Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
If you could design healthcare from scratch, you want to build a system where doctors, pharmacists, and insurers don't work together, don't talk to each other, and don't even share records. You'd imagine something better, where everyone worked together on the same team, and your next doctor visit isn't across town, but often right down the hall. What if a place like this already existed? At Kaiser Permanente, all of your healthcare comes together to keep you healthier and make life easier. Kaiser Permanente. A better idea for healthcare.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. Nuggets, Timberwolves on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Ibotta is a proud local sponsor of the Denver Nuggets. Download the free app using code NUGGETS to start earning cash back on groceries and more today. Ibotta cash back every time we shop. Just about ready to start the second quarter. Here's Katie Winge.
All right, Kaz, one of the things that I noticed in that huddle was all the love for Tim Hardaway Jr. after he made that play. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
When he had beer all down his arm, makes that save, comes back in, takes the charge. Electric. The other thing the Nuggets really liked was limiting the Timberwolves to just 6 points in the paint in that first quarter.
Yeah, because they lost that battle in game number 1. And Denver basketball to begin the second quarter. On the high right side is Jamal Murray. Throws it off over to Hardaway into 3. Jumper's good. You're right, Scotty. He didn't have a very good game in game 1, and he is locked in tonight. McDaniels has it, top of the key over to Edwards. Edwards drives in on Valanciunas. Head fake and a jumper. Short, no good. Rebound comes down to Jonas. Out the pass off over to Jamal Murray. Murray has it, working against Anthony Edwards. Stutter step and a drive, gets in the paint. Floater's good. 19-point lead for Denver. Naz Reid has it up the right sideline. Dante top of the key to Gobert, back over to Dante. Dante spins on Cam Johnson, can't shoot. Throws it in the corner to Edwards. Edwards step back 3. That one's good. Nice move there.
Well, almost like Edwards, I don't know if it's a leg or what, that's what he wants to do tonight.
To just stay outside? Yeah. And here comes Jamal Murray. Murray has it, goes to the left hand. My dad always told me when I was a kid. Just stay outside. Jumper by Murray's on the way. That one won't go. Rebound down to Naz Reid. That should have been a foul on Valanciunas. Edwards has it. This time he gets to the rim. Layup not going to count. Offensive foul.
Rudy Gobert grabbed Cam Johnson's arm and pulled him away so he couldn't come over to give help on Edwards. Edwards wants him to look at it, but you're not going to win that.
And it's too late now. Inbound goes over to Murray, back over to Bruce Brown. Brown has it up the right sideline, throws it top of the key over to Valanciunas, back over to Brown. Weave action now to Cam Johnson and a 3. Missed it. Rebound Valanciunas. no good, but he got fouled on his putback by Gobert, reaching out and just grabbing his arm.
Valanciunas working the offensive glass. Rudy saying he's going to bump me first. Yeah, he bumped you, got around him. And then got around him.
How's this not delay a game?
Well, they're saying he's not shooting.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. He had it controlled in his hand. Wow.
Denver basketball on the side. Cam Johnson looks in. Throws it off over to Valanciunas. Hounded by Gobert. Hands off behind him to Murray. Murray, high lofting finger roll layup won't go. Got his own board. Kick out three, Cam. Oh, man, you got to make that.
Make that.
What a pass by Murray. Kind of hooked it over his right shoulder. Anthony Edwards has it on the right side. Spin move on Murray. Can't get past him. Now he wants a post up. He gets double teamed. Steps through him. Layup. Good.
That's on Valanciunas. He tried to go for the block, and it was just a head fake.
Now they lead down to 14. It was at 19 a moment ago. 44-30. Jamal Murray has it for Denver. Hounded by McDaniels up the floor. Throws it off over to Cam Johnson. Cam guarded by Naz Reid. Bounce pass deflected and out of bounds. Last touch by Minnesota.
Again, when they get in trouble is when they're waiting for Murray to do everything.
Yeah. Cam Johnson looks in. Inbound over to Murray. Finds Tim Hardaway Jr. He beat DiVincenzo off the dribble. 10-footer. Jumper's no good. Bucket here, you might want to burn a timeout here. Up the left sideline is Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it knocked away from behind by Bruce Brown.
I don't think he's known for it, but I'm not sure Bruce Brown isn't a great smack talker.
Yeah, I know. You can tell. You can just tell by the body language. Left of the midcourt circle is Anthony Edwards. He gets very emotional in games, which either can be bad or good. Down the sideline is Naz Reid. Layup good. Foul on Valanciunas. And Denver, without Jokic out there, are starting to fall apart a little bit.
He's headed to 19. There's a 7-0 run, 8 right here.
I think so. And if Naz Reid hits his free throws, a good free throw shooter, Denver's lead would be down to 11. Oh, I jinxed him. He missed, but rebound down to Gobert. Back over to Edwards. Edwards floater in the paint. That one's no good. Foul called on Denver. I'm not sure about that whistle.
Yeah, that was exactly what Chris Finch was complaining about. You're going to hit a guy, just fall down to try to draw it. He created the contact, just fell away, threw it up, gets the free throws. I don't think the league should ever bail that out for a free throw.
They got to look at that. They got to look at that this offseason. Free throw number 1 is up and in.
Your MVP would only average 20 points.
Yeah, I know. Shea, yeah. I mean, you can't just dip your shoulder, run into a guy. You're the one who creates the contact, and then you flop back, and then it's a foul. And there's going to be a foul on the inbound. Technical foul on Valanciunas. Double text.
The official doesn't know what he called. Well, Rudy grabbed him. That was a foul. Valanciunas
reacted
and pushed him, and that's the technical foul. That is such a weak official. That's a weak official. But they've been warned. Everything got a little antsy in game 1. Maybe we're worried about it.
10-point lead now for Denver.
Minnesota now on a 9-0 run.
It's referee number 3, too.
Gobert is third foul, but I'm not sure they're not better with Gobert on the bench.
Here comes Spencer Jones back into the game.
He's coming for foul.
Yeah, he's coming in for Valanciunas.
And they'll slide Aaron Gordon, who's back in, over to the 5.
So this is their small ball lineup.
They'll try to get some with a little juice back in the game. A 9-0 run by Minnesota.
And Gordon looks in. Inbound goes over to Jamal Murray. Murray picked up by McDaniels the length of the floor. Denver needs a score here. Murray has it on the high left side. He gets a pick from Gordon. He goes to the right hand. He's inside the arc now, backs up, throws it off over to AG. Gordon in a post up against McDaniels. Foul, touch foul on McDaniels.
Saying he put his knee in him and dislodged him from his post up. It feels like the officials kind of got way into the game here in the last few.
And here we go. Spencer Jones on the inbound over to Aaron Gordon. Oh, it's a foul there. Offensive foul on Murray. Looks like he got clotheslined.
They're calling on Spencer Jones.
Oh, I got you.
McDaniels just ran square into him and fell down, but no one knows who Spencer Jones is. He moved a little. Spencer just got to hold his spot. Hold his spot. Don't move. He leaned over.
Edwards has it on the high left side. Goes to the right hand. He's inside the arc. Down low. They get it off over to Randall. Leans in. Way up good. 11-0 run.
With small ball, that small ball doesn't work. I think it gets two big, strong guys inside.
You hate to bring Jokic back in this early, but that might be the case when we come back. Denver's lead was at 19, now down to 8, all in the same quarter on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Discover incredible savings at the Mountain High Appliance Clearance Center in Denver. I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Our clearance center offers a huge selection of ranges, refrigerators, laundry, and more. Save up to 60% on open box, scratch and dent, display models, and overstocked appliances from Bosch, Thermador, KitchenAid, and many more. When you're looking for great deals on appliances, our clearance center is your go-to destination for the best prices and selection.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
This song doesn't have a name, but if it did, it'd probably be something about togetherness, because it's a collaboration, not between pop stars and producers, but between music therapists and kids. Music therapy is a treatment that doesn't involve medication or needles, and it's been proven to help children manage pain and contribute to faster healing. So it shouldn't surprise you, it's our favorite song. And just one way we partner with you for a life well lived. Intermountain Health, the power of we.
From the street, your home siding is about style. From close up, it's about protection. Especially in Colorado, where wildfire risk is part of the conversation. At Bellwether Windows, Siding, and Doors, we install siding as part of a complete system built to help resist fire, manage heat, and protect what's inside. Your home will look incredible, but more importantly, it will be ready for anything Colorado can dish out. Bellwether Windows, Siding, and Doors. Transforming how your home looks, feels, and performs. Visit bellwetherhomes.com.
Championship teams win with the right playbook. At Ramos Law, we have the most unique playbook in the industry. I'm a medical doctor and attorney. I understand your injuries, how they impact your life, and I know exactly how to explain them in court. That's why our clients have a winning record. Ramos Law, the ultimate playbook for your injury case.
This is your moment, Nuggets fans.
Let's go, Ball Arena. Get on your feet.
The road to the 2026-27 season starts now. Nuggets ticket memberships are officially on sale, giving you access to the biggest matchups, the best seats, and exclusive member-only perks all season long. From priority playoff access to flexible payment plans, being a member means you're more than a fan, you're part of the team. Don't wait for tip-off to make your move.
Let's go!
Secure your seats today at nuggets.com.
You know, Terry, when it comes to game day eats, there's only one MVP. It's Redbird Farms chicken. It's juicy, tender, what real chicken tastes like.
It's sure not chips and dip, Vic.
Redbird is the star. It's like having the perfect game plan, always a win.
You know it's the coach who puts together the winning game plan, right?
Yeah, I'm just following your kitchen game plan, Coach. Redbird Farms chicken, available at King Super, City Market, and Safeway.
Grill it, fry it, put it in parm. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
Mile High Playoff Basketball, Denver, Minnesota, on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Well, Jokic going to come back in a little bit too early. Let's go downstairs to Katie Winge.
Well, cause it's an 11-0 run for the Minnesota Timberwolves, but David Adelman reminded his crew there's going to be a lot of runs in this game. It is a long game that we're about to embark on playing, so wants to get back to guarding defensively and then wants to get back to better movement offensively.
Thank you, Katie. Inbound goes over to Aaron Gordon. Nuggets looking to stop an 11-0 run. Throws it off over to Jokic. Jokic has it inside the arc. Throws it right side to Murray. Head fake on the three. He was open, didn't pull the trigger. Gets a pick from Jokic, moves off of that. Now he's open from 10 feet. Jumper's good. There we go. Finally stops the bleeding. With that make, the Nuggets are getting outscored 11-7 here in the second quarter. We've played 4 minutes. Edwards, left side Randall, hands it off to DiVincenzo. Back over to Randall, leans in, layup's good. Inbound goes over to Jamal Murray. Nuggets lead it by 8. Murray goes to the left hand. Now he's at the point. Spin move at the point. Gets a pick from Jokic. Moves off of that. Jumper's good.
He just grabbed Joker. Talk about Ant. Just put his arm around his waist. David Adelman said, why didn't that a foul?
Because it's Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it on the high left side. Throws it on top over to Randall. Right side DiVincenzo, 3. Jumper's good.
That's Christian Brown. Christian Brown just left DiVincenzo. We said it last game. He can do absolutely nothing except make threes.
Christian Brown right to the rack, leans in on DiVincenzo, misses a runner, missed a bunny.
Wow.
Edwards has it the other way. Focus, people, focus. Down the lane he goes, layup no good. Rebound down to Jokic. Outlet pass off over to Murray, and a 3. Off the back of the rim and no good. Rebound DiVincenzo, less than 7 to go. DiVincenzo has it on the high right side. Throws it on top over to Randall. Fake the pass, leans in, layup good, and a foul on Aaron Gordon. McDaniels will go to the free throw line for an and one.
Feeling a little bit like Game 7, fourth quarter. Just kind of got that big lead and just kind of relaxed a little bit.
Yeah.
They're just now driving. You mentioned, or Katie mentioned, just 6 points in the paint that first quarter. Now they're just taking it to the basket, and Denver's providing no opposition right now. 5-point game.
And one free throw here for McDaniels.
You were 5 minutes maybe away from this game being over.
I know, not crazy. Missed the free throw, rebound down to Jokic. Outlet pass off over to Murray. Murray crossover move, he's in the paint. Bank shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Edwards, falls down to the ground. Foul on Murray for being tripped and falling on him. Now this referee number 3, it's amazing. It's amazing to me he's a playoff guy. Watch this replay on the Jumbotron.
Well, he was fouled by Randall on the shot, no call. And then he fell down on the rebound.
Rolled into Murray. I challenge that.
You can almost challenge it. They're not going to. They did an early challenge last game. Murray was fouled.
There's the challenge now, Scotty. I mean, Anthony Edwards gets a lot of respect.
Joker's upset about something. He's getting on that back bench for challenging this.
So this will be a challenge by Denver. Comes with an automatic timeout. We'll find out what happens when we come back in a moment on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
D-Mac. Nugget Station, you've got Game 2, Nuggets and Timberwolves. This is D-Mac. Tomorrow at noon on PhD.
PhD.
We're breaking this one down. What does the series look like after tonight as it shifts to Minnesota? Also tomorrow, it's an Avs Playoff Ticket Tuesday. We're going to put you there for Avs Kings Game 2. Listen for keywords on the 20s all day.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of beverage packaging. This season, Ball and the Denver Nuggets are donating $15 to the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Denver for every assist the Nuggets get on the court. You can assist off the court by buying and recycling aluminum. Visit aluminassists.com to learn more. Let's go all in for the Nuggets, all in for aluminum. Ball, all in.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Big things are happening. Citywide Banks is now UMB Bank.
It's more than a name change. Because UMB is more committed than ever. More committed to helping you and the community we share grow stronger together. Not with shortcuts, but with conversations. Not with gimmicks, but with guidance. For local relationships and national know-how, count on more with UMB. Member FDIC.
Style and substance. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified lessees get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for around $349 per month with $49.89 due at signing on a 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab with a 5.3-liter V8 engine. See your Colorado GMC dealers. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Your payments may vary. Mileage charge of 25 cents per mile over 20,000 miles and participating dealers only. Visit GMCOfferInfo.com for details.
Hey, sports fans, Vic Lombardi here alongside the legendary queen of chicken, Terry Lombardi.
Please don't call me that.
Oh, we're here to remind you you haven't tried real chicken until you've tried Redbird Farms chicken. Ain't that right, queen of chicken?
Don't call me that.
Find them at King Super, Safeway, and City Market. Redbird Farms chicken, because you can't put a price on great taste. Ain't that right, my queen?
It's delicious, Vic. Just run the jingle.
Grill it, fry it, put it in parm. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. Nuggets, Timberwolves on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
After review, the foul was on Gordon instead of Murray. Because the play was challenged and the player was switched, the challenge is still successful, but it will be Minnesota ball on the side with 24 and a 24-second shot clock. Due to the mandatory, Denver loses the timeout, but they retain their ability to challenge the rest of the game.
So there you go. Three-pointer by Dosunmu's on the way, and that one is up and in. And the Nuggets now lead is down to 2. It wasn't 19 at one point in this basketball game. And here comes Jamal Murray. Murray goes right to the rack. Wrap around Johnson, top of the key. Gordon in a 3. Short, no good. Rebound poked out, grabbed by DiVincenzo, and he hands it off over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it. Back behind him over to Randall. Randall back over to Edwards. Edwards inside the arc, drives in on Jokic, and is that a jump ball? Foul called on Jokic.
The outside guy got the foul. The guy, the ball go right to. Jokic didn't argue, but his second. It was 44-25. It is a 21-4 run.
God.
In Denver, I'm telling you, this exact same thing they did in that third and fourth quarter in that game 7. Had it in control, game's over. And just something happened. And getting it back, he gave them all the confidence now.
Well, he makes this free throw here. It's a 23-9 second quarter. So Nuggets will be been outscored 23-9. This to tie the basketball game up.
Good thing it's in the second quarter and not late third, right?
What? He missed it. Rebound comes down to Christian Brown. Brown has it left side of the midcourt circle. Throws it off over to Jokic. Bad pass. It gets tipped out to Johnson. He gets his pass deflected over to Jokic. Jokic has it at the nail. Right side Christian. Head fake and a drive. Kick out 3 Gordon. Short again. Yeah, gotta make it.
Legs not in it.
Back the other way is Anthony Edwards, and now Minnesota looking for the lead. Edwards has it on the high left side. Crossover move, gets down the lane, jump shots up and in. Quick inbound over to Jokic. They went for a steal, didn't get it. Denver has the numbers here. Brown, right side over to Cam. Cam in the paint, Jokic, floater, block, and goaltending whistled against McDaniels.
This turned into an ugly quarter, didn't it, Kazi?
Yeah, big time. Especially on how great they looked in the first quarter.
He scored 11 points in 7 minutes.
Bruce Brown is up and off the bench now for Denver. Nuggets lead it by a point. And here's Dosunmu. Dosunmu has it at the midcourt circle. Right side over McDaniels. Now Edwards. Edwards at the baseline. Back on top Randall. In the corner, DiVincenzo. Wide open 3.
Twice they've done that.
Why do you leave him? Like you said, that's all he can do. Jokic has it on the high right side, gets bumped by Randall. Throws back behind him over to Christian Brown, back over to Jokic. Jokic back against the rim. Shot clock at 7. Gets double teamed. Kick out 3, Murray. Go! Finally.
First time they really double teamed. I'd put Joker on the block here in the last 4 minutes.
High left side is Anthony Edwards. Top of the key is Randall. Right side now goes Sunu. Top of the key is Randall. DiVincenzo by himself again. Three-pointer Edwards. That one's good. 55-53. Minnesota leads it by 2. Inbound goes over to Cam Johnson. He throws top of the key over to Jokic, guarded by Randall. Jokic gets fouled by Randall on Joker's way to the rim.
By the way, Minnesota 5 of 5 from the three-point line this quarter.
That's amazing. Bruce Brown going to come in. Boy, Murray's been run to death here in the first half.
Randall's got 2. I would stick with the big fellow in the post.
Naz Reid going to come in. And McDaniels goes out. And the inbound goes over to Jokic, back over to Cam. He's got real estate. Dunk! Right-handed tomahawk! We got the Sammy Hagar special. 55-55 is the tie. Less than 4 minutes to go. Top of the key is Randall. Randall drives in on Jokic. Leans in. Bank shot no good. Foul on Denver. And that one's going to be on Cam Johnson.
Randall just got that left hand, went straight. He thinks he's quicker than Joker. Cam trying to help out from the side. Doesn't get his body there. Gets the arms in. And just slaps down.
Scared. So Julius Randle for 2 of them here. Free throw number 1 is up and in. Second free throw. And that one's good. Nuggets are down by 2, 57-55. And here comes Christian Brown. Brown has it up the left sideline. Can't get past Osunu. Throws it off over to Jokic. Right down the lane. Layup won't go. Rebound poked around and grabbed by Conley. Conley has it up the left sideline. Hands out behind him over to Randall. Randall has it against Bruce Brown. Spin move. Throws cross court. Touch pass. Reed 3. Good.
6 for 6.
Nuggets are down by 5, 60-55.
Both St. Led 39-25 after 1.
High left side is Gordon. Takes a 3. Missed it but got fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. That one's on Naz Reid. The other thing that's a slight concern here, Scott, as I look at the scoreboard, in Denver, I mean, this held true in the regular season. When they hold an opponent to like 114 or less, they're almost unbeatable. But if they give up 124 or more, they rarely win. Free throw number 1 by Gordon won't go, and right now Minnesota's sitting at 60 points with 3:09 left to go in the first half. Hardaway comes in, Cam Johnson goes out. Second free throw for AG. And that one's good. Nuggets are down by 4. See if the Nuggets can put something together here a little bit. Joker's complaining about something here. High left side is Edwards. Top of the key to Reed. Reed back behind him over to Edwards. He gets a high pick from Dosunmu. The ball's deflected and out of bounds. Last touch by Denver. Shot clock at 5. And now we have a timeout on the floor. 2:50 left to go in the first half. Nuggets are down by 4 after leading by 19. We're back in 60 seconds on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 starts your day with Brett Kane at 6.
I don't like Anthony Edwards. I don't like Jaden McDaniels. I don't like anybody really on that roster.
At 7, it's Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane. The morning sprint from 10 to noon.
If you can hunt Bones Highland, I think that's going to be a huge difference maker in this series.
I agree. PhD, noon to 3.
If you've got Aaron Gordon, I think anything is possible.
Kreckman and Lindahl, 3 to 6. Talking Nuggets. All day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
When your project demands safety, reliability, and skilled craftsmanship, hire a contractor backed by IBEW Local 68. Our electricians complete over 10,000 hours of training, deliver industry-leading safety performance, and bring the expertise needed for commercial, industrial, and renewable energy projects across Colorado. Build with confidence, build with the best. Find a union electrical contractor at IBEW68.com/contractors. IBEW Local 68, powering Colorado's future.
Mile High Playoff Basketball, Denver, Minnesota, on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. With Kaiser Permanente, specialists, pharmacists, and more are under one roof. Kaiser, a better idea for healthcare. Nuggets are down by 4 points here in the second quarter. Nuggets getting outscored 35-17 in the period. Inbound goes over to Julius Randle. Randle turns, drives in on Hardaway. Layup is off the window and down.
See, he's just turning and going left. Why they got him? He's a power forward that can score, so he's just getting it going.
Jamal Murray has 20 in the first half. He's back on the floor now for Denver. Gordon has it to a cutter. Hardaway layup blocked at the rim by Edwards. Rebound Murray. Kick out three Jokic. Off the back of the rim and no good. Leaking out is Randle. In the paint, Dosunmu knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. Last touch by, they don't know. They don't know.
So the one guy just comes in late from half court and guesses. Oh my gosh.
Referee number 3, man. He's been a gem.
And again, you can challenge him, but then you're done.
Minnesota basketball underneath. Inbound goes over to Edwards at the baseline. He can't dribble. That'll be, that's a double dribble. He's at the baseline, throws back behind him, and the ball's deflected, and that'll be deflection, not over and back. High left side is Dosunmu, goes reverse side, layup is up and in.
It's too quick.
Denver down by 8, 64-56. High right side is Gordon. Top of the key over to Jokic. Jokic hands it off over to Gordon. Gordon goes to the right hand, takes a long two. That one's no good.
Short again. Every one of his shots, none of them got to the rim.
Rebound comes down to Naz Reid. Outlet pass off over to Anthony Edwards. What a brutal second quarter by Denver. Anthony Edwards 3. That one finally misses. Rebound comes down to Jokic. 90 seconds left to go in the first half. Right side over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon lobs cross court to Christian Brown. Now in the paint, Jokic wide open. Layup is good. Nuggets are down by 6, 64-58.
I think Joker's got to live there.
High left side is Naz Reid. Gets a pick there from Dosunmu. Shakes a 3. That one's short, no good. Rebound comes down to Aaron Gordon with 1 minute to go. Gordon has it up the right sideline. Gets a good seal from Jokic. Spin move in the paint. Throws out of it. Hardaway 3. Yeah! Nuggets are within 3, 64-61. High left side is Anthony Edwards. Go 2 for 1, got to kill 3 more seconds here. He gets a high pick from Conley. Right side Randle, got to shoot it, and he does for 3. Jumpers over the backboard and out of bounds.
I hate to say this after having led 19 early in the second quarter, hit a 3, tie this game up at half, you'd almost feel good about yourself.
What was the halftime score in game 1?
62 all.
Yeah, so you hit a 3 here, could be 64 all. And here we go. Inbound goes over to Jamal Murray. Difference between the game and the shot clock, 6.9 seconds. Murray has it left side of the midcourt circle. Gets a pick from Jokic. Murray to Joker in the paint. Kick out 3 for the tie. Off the back of the rim for Christian Brown. Rebound DiVincenzo. Behind him, over to Anthony Edwards, 10. Guarded by Christian Brown. Gets a pick from Randall, 5. Edwards.
Oh, he jumped in the air.
That's a travel. Denver basketball with 2.6 seconds.
I would throw Joker down the post, try to throw it all the way down to him, see if he can hold off Julius Randle.
He's being double-teamed by Naz Reid and Randle.
Well, they're both just grabbing him.
Inbound goes over to Murray from half court. Got it! He did it again! Tie ball game at 64. Jamal Murray, have yourself a half. He's got 23 in the first half, and we are all square. And somehow, as bad as that second quarter was, Denver has momentum going into the locker room. Boy, and the stank face after that. 64-64 the tie. We'll take a timeout. My main man, Mark Bertinoli, has the halftime show coming up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
Stolen by Denver. Nuggets have the numbers 3-on-1. Murray, Brown, layup good!
Nuggets halftime is next.
Just like we drew it up.
Let's go!
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event. Check out the all-electric Honda Prologue, CR-V Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, and Civic Hybrid. All from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.49% APR on a 2026 Civic Hybrid or a 2026 Accord Hybrid, a 2.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V Hybrid, or a 0.99% APR on a 2026 Prologue.
See dealer for financing details. Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit kpp.com for more information. If you could design healthcare from scratch, you want to build a system where doctors, pharmacists, and insurers don't work together, don't talk to each other, and don't even share records. You'd imagine something better, where everyone worked together on the same team, and your next doctor visit isn't across town, but often right down the hall. What if a place like this already existed? At Kaiser Permanente, all of your healthcare comes together to keep you healthier and make life easier. Kaiser Permanente. A better idea for healthcare.
Coaches say it all the time. Games are won on the little things. Balance, footwork, positioning. That's exactly what 361 basketball shoes are built for. The AG6 and Joker 2 signature shoes made for the world's best are designed for stability, control, and real on-court performance. No hype, just shoes that show up when it matters. Whether you're grinding in the gym or stepping onto the court, play with gear built for your game. Find 361 at the Ball Arena Team Store or shop anytime at 361USA.com.
I've never put much stock in astrology, but with the new multiplier scratch, the stars are aligned for some pretty big prizes. Because no matter your moon sign or what Mercury's up to, your win can get multiplied up to 200 times with prizes up to $1 million, which could steer your life into a very interesting new phase. New multiplier scratch from the Colorado Lottery. Multiply your win up to 200 times. Must be 18 to play.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
Denver's on a little bit of a roll here.
This is Denver Nuggets halftime.
Murray 3. Yeah!
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Tonight's Nugget game is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. With Kaiser Permanente, specialist pharmacists and more are under one roof. Kaiser Permanente, a better idea for healthcare. Welcome. I'm Mark Bertinoli, coming to you live from Section 260 here at Ball Arena in downtown Denver, Colorado. At the half of Game 2, the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves are tied up at 64 points apiece. I think they were tied up at 62 points apiece in Game number 1, but this first half has been wild. Nuggets had a 19-point lead in this thing, and then the Timberwolves come roaring back in the second quarter. We're all knotted up. You know what? Before we listen to the highlights from the first half of this game, and before we tell you about what else is going on in the world of sports, let's pause 10 seconds for legal ID up and down the Altitude Sports Radio Network. If you want to be where it matters, Ball Arena is the place right now. Game 2 for the Avs is tomorrow night, and we're giving away a shot to be there. Tune in all day at Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. New keywords 20 minutes after every hour starting at 6:20 in the morning. All right, we got Game 2, Nuggets and Timberwolves Denver with a 1-game-to-none series lead. This is always obviously a hugely pivotal game as the Nuggets either go up by 2 or the Wolves even the series heading back to Minnesota on Thursday. First quarter of tonight's game was all Nuggets. Denver came out and went to work. Here's Aaron Gordon on the breakaway.
Gobert in a post-up against Cam Johnson. Can't shoot. Throws out of it over to McDaniels. McDaniels travel. Jump shots on the way. That one's short, no good. Rebound comes down to Murray. Outlet pass, Gordon. Dog, 2 hands. You see what he did there? He spiked that thing on the ground, let it float to the rim, and threw that thing home.
Self-lob, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a little flavor.
Aaron Gordon with 5 points in the first half of this game. And then, after all the complaining the Timberwolves did about the foul calls in the first game, the Wolves started fouling the Nuggets 3-point shooters, and the Nuggets were making those shots like this.
And here comes Jamal Murray. Murray has it up the left sideline, guarded by Dosunmu. Gets a pick from Tim Hardaway. Throws it on the right side over to Jokic. Jokic back over to Murray, and a 3. Yes, another foul!
Same guy.
Dosunmu again!
They wanted to play aggressive on Murray, but he comes off that dribble handoff with Joker, and he's just right in his chili.
Yeah, that's the second time in the first quarter that they fouled Jamal, and he knocked down the 3-point shot for a 4-point play. And guess what? Tim Hardaway would do it as well.
Brown has it up the right sideline. Top of the key over to Jokic. Timeout comes next whistle. Right side back over to Hardaway. Hardaway gets a pick from Jokic, shoots a 3. Got it, and a foul again! This time Bones Highland. Oh, man!
Well, Bo's not known for a defensive guy. He's going with the game plan of trying to get up on the guys, and that's Tim Hardaway. He said, hey, that's too tight. I'm falling down.
Nuggets shot 67% from the field in the first quarter of tonight's game. Jamal had 11 points in the first quarter, and Denver had a 39-25 lead after 1. So to the second quarter we go, and the second quarter was a different monster as the Minnesota Timberwolves would make a run of their own in that second, but the Nuggets had a response. How about Cam Johnson driving the lane and getting up to get down?
And the inbound goes over to Jokic, back over to Cam. He's got real estate. Dog! Right-handed tomahawk! We got the Sammy Hagar special. 55-55 is the tie. Less than 4 minutes to go.
Cam looking good so far in this game as he's got himself 7 points in the contest at halftime. But as I mentioned, the Timberwolves not only made a run, erased the Nuggets' 19-point lead, but actually took the lead. But the Denver Nuggets would in the first half in style.
Inbound goes over to Murray from half court. Got it! He did it again! Tie ball game at 64. Jamal Murray, have yourself a half. He's got 23 in the first half, and we are all square. And somehow, as bad as that second quarter was, Denver has momentum going into the locker room. Boy, and the stank face after that. 64-64 the tie.
That was a long one. That was well past well before half court. That was a 3-court heave by Jamal. I mean, it was a pretty shot. And it goes in. He's got 23 at the half, and we're tied at 64 points apiece. Let's check in on the defensive end, powered by Bellwether Homes, as we look at the defensive numbers for the Nuggets. Defend your home against the elements. Windows and sidings that guard against fire, hail, wind, and snow. Visit them online at bellwetherhomes.com. And it's pretty even in this game so far. The Nuggets have 2 more rebounds than the Timberwolves do. So they're out-rebounding the Timberwolves. They have more oh, no, that's a lie. Timberwolves have 1 more assist than the Nuggets do. and both teams are sitting on one block shot at halftime. It's tied 64-64. We'll roll on with a halftime report after a break on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
This is Denver Nuggets halftime on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
From the street, your home siding is about style. From close up, it's about protection. Especially in Colorado, where wildfire risk is part of the conversation. At Bellwether Windows, Siding, and Doors, we install siding as part of a complete system built to help resist fire, manage heat, and protect what's inside. Your home will look incredible, but more importantly, it will be ready for anything Colorado can dish out. Bellwether Windows, Siding, and Doors. Transforming how your home looks, feels, and performs. Visit bellwetherhomes.com.
Your business doesn't stop, and neither does Ford. Right now at Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center, pre-order your 2027 Transit, Super Duty, or Expedition today and secure the latest in built Ford tough technology and capability. Or if you need your vehicle right now, save on our remaining 25 and 26 models in stock ready for immediate delivery. For America's best-selling commercial vehicles from the best dealer, come visit us at Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center on Wadsworth, just south of Hamden, or online anytime at phillongdenver.com.
Nuggets fans, the playoffs have arrived. Ball Arena is set for the biggest moments of the season, and the energy in Denver is getting loud. Let's go! This is where every play matters, every run counts, and every game brings something new.
Now you got the crowd involved.
Be there to experience it live and take in playoff basketball the way it's meant to be. Get your tickets now at nuggets.com.
Ball Arena crowd to its feet.
Hi, Terry Lombardi, along with Vic.
Basketball is back in Denver. Redbird Farms chicken is the star player when it comes to game day meals. And it's so tender, you can cut it with a fork. You don't even need a knife.
Did you know Redbird is offered by fine restaurants?
We insist on Redbird Farms chicken. You can taste the difference. Available at King Super, City Market, and Safeway.
It's all about the taste with Redbird Farms chicken.
That is the queen of chicken, Terry Lombardi.
Redbird Farms.
If you could design healthcare from scratch, you want to build a system where doctors, pharmacists, and insurers don't work together, don't talk to each other, and don't even share records. You'd imagine something better, where everyone worked together on the same team, and your next doctor visit isn't across town, but often right down the hall. What if a place like this already existed? At Kaiser Permanente, all of your healthcare comes together to keep you healthier and make life easier. Kaiser Permanente. A better idea for healthcare.
This is Denver Nuggets halftime on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to your Nuggets halftime report, where the Timberwolves and the Nuggets are tied at 64 points apiece at halftime here of game number 2. Scores from around the NBA playoffs. 2 other games, they are, of course, both final. The Cleveland Cavaliers had no problems beating the Toronto Raptors again. The Cavs win that thing 115-105. As Donovan had 30 and James Harden had 28, and the Cavs have a 2-0 series lead. The Hawks-Knicks game was a different story altogether. Now, it looked like the Knicks were going to take game 2 like they did game 1, but C.J. McCollum started to cook in the second half, especially the fourth quarter. He scored 32, and the Hawks come all the way back to tie the game and then win the game 107-106 in the closing moments, as the Knicks had a chance on a last-second shot, but it came up short. Bridges' shot came up short, and the Hawks even the series with the Knicks with the 107-106 lead or win, and it's a 1-1 series in that one. Over in the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, there's 4 games tonight. 2 of which are final, and the other 2 about to get there. The Flyers blanked the Penguins, 3-0 Philadelphia. That means the Flyers won both games in Pittsburgh. They're up 2-0, heading back to Philadelphia. Hurricanes and Senators went to double overtime tonight, and in double overtime, the Hurricanes win it 3-2. That's a tough one for the Sens, as Carolina leads the series 2-0. Right now in the third, Stars on top of the Wild 2-1, and the Ducks lead the Oilers 3-2 going to the third. In our game, it's tied at 64 points apiece. The second half is next right here on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
When your project demands safety, reliability, and skilled craftsmanship, hire a contractor backed by IBEW Local 68. Our electricians complete over 10,000 hours of training, deliver industry-leading safety performance, and bring the expertise needed for commercial, industrial, and renewable energy projects across Colorado. Build with confidence, build with the best. Find a union electrical contractor at IBEW68.com/contractors. IBEW Local 68, powering Colorado's future.
You already know that I'm a medical doctor and an attorney. Does it make a difference? Consider this. In medicine, you go to a specialist for the best care. And in law, you should as well. At Ramos Law, I bring my experience as an emergency medicine physician into the courtroom. We speak the language of doctors and the language of law. That means better understanding, better advocacy, and better results. Ramos Law. What makes us different makes us better.
The sun is out and the road is calling. Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event. Bring on the fun with a Honda Hybrid. Check out the Honda CR-V Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, or Civic Hybrid from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Performance Brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.49% APR on a 2026 Civic Hybrid, or a 2026 Accord Hybrid, or a 2.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V Hybrid.
See dealer for financing details. Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
We're going to set it off with this. Let's go. Let's go.
All up in your face.
Come back again. Come back again.
It's time for the second half.
Now there's some life in this building.
Here's the voice of the Denver Nuggets, Jason Kosminski.
All right, pick it up, Blue. Come on.
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
This broadcast of Nuggets basketball is brought to you by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Well, kind of a schizophrenic first half. Denver outscores Minnesota 39-25 in the first quarter. And then Denver gets outscored 39-25 in the second quarter. And we are all tied up here at 64 points apiece. As we begin the third quarter, Christian Brown on the inbound over to Cam Johnson. Back behind him over to Jamal Murray. Murray had 23 in the first half. Murray has it at the midcourt circle, guarded by McDaniels. Jump pass down low over to Jokic. Baseline jumper is up, no good. Rebound rattles out and comes down to Randall. Outlet pass off over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it on the high right side, guarded by Christian Brown. Top of the key, DiVincenzo. Throws it away, right into the hands of Jamal Murray. Being chased by McDaniels, he stops and shoots a three. Jumper misses.
Tough shot.
Rebound comes down to Edwards. Outlet pass off over to Randall. Randall spin move on Christian. Bank shot won't go. Rebound down to Jokic. Jokic has it in the front court here for Denver. Back behind him, Christian. Kick out three, Murray. Good. Dating back to the second quarter, this is a Denver 11-0 run. McDaniels has it up the left sideline. Dribble handoff over to Randall. Top of the key, Gobert. Right side, Anthony. Edwards tries to drive on Christian Brown. Can't get past him. And now McDaniels has it. Turnaround jump shots on the way and in. Tough shot.
Tough shot.
And Jokic has the basketball here for Denver. Jokic has it at the midcourt circle, gets a pick from Aaron Gordon. He goes right to the rim on Randall, got fouled. See if they give him free throws here. I doubt it.
He's yet to shoot a free throw. Got one in the last game.
Yep, he's going to the line.
Said on the radio show today, Vince making a big deal about 16 free throws from Murray, and yet he's not making a big deal the Joker got one.
Mm-hmm. I guess that one wasn't a head scratcher.
Yeah,
that one was the term he used.
I just said, between the head scratchers, guy that touches the ball more times than anybody on the floor by both teams, he gets one free throw?
Yeah, no kidding. Free throw number one by Jokic is good. He'll have one more. Second one is up and in. Inbound goes over to Edwards. Nuggets lead it by 3. 13-0 run by Denver, dating back to the first half. High left side is Edwards. Step back, throws off to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Left-handed layup won't go. Rebound comes down to Jokic. Jokic has it inside the arc over to Murray. Murray dribbles back out to the three-point line. He gets a pick from Jokic, moves off of that. He's cut off by Gobert. This has Edwards guarding Jokic. Jumper for three by Murray won't go.
Bail the guy out doing that shot.
Yeah, rebound down to McDaniels, goes coast to coast, and the layup is up and in. And Aaron Gordon has the basketball here for Denver, walks it up the left sideline. Guarded by Julius Randle. Gordon gets a Jokic pick, goes the opposite way. Throws on top to Cam Johnson for three. Jumper's no good again.
Got to get some for those two guys.
I know, absolutely. Down low is McDaniels again. Layup blocked from behind by Murray. What a play defensively. Murray has it. He's inside the arc over to Jokic, and Jokic throws it away. Tried to go tic-tac-toe with Jamal, and he had an easy layup. DiVincenzo, left side over to McDaniels. McDaniels drives in on Christian Brown. Jump shots up and in.
Well, he has made two highly contested, tough jump shots.
Nuggets now trail all of a sudden. They're down by one, 70-69. 9 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Gordon has it right side of the midcourt circle. Throws it on the left side over to Jokic. Jokic guarded by Gobert. Whips it cross court to Cam for three. No good again, man. He's got to make those. That's why you're here. Up the right sideline is Randle. Randle runs into Aaron Gordon, and that'll be a foul on Gordon.
Well, Cam and Aaron together are just 4 of 13 and 1 of 7 from the three. You got to get production. Be nice if you get production from both your forwards.
Right.
You crush them. If not, you've got to have at least one to win this game.
But the thing is that shouldn't be a game-by-game thing. It needs to be more consistent than that. That's three on Gordon, by the way. McDaniels has it, throws it on top to Gobert. Now DiVincenzo for three. Jumper's no good. Rebound comes down to Gordon. Outlet pass off over to Cam. Backdoor cut. Christian Brown gets fouled. Layup no good. That's on Edwards.
Edwards does have some hops, though, right?
He does.
He stayed up near a long time.
That's three on him now. And that'll be free throws here for Christian Brown. Free throws tonight powered by your favorite appliance store, Mountain High Appliance, with 5 locations across Colorado. Visit mountainhighappliance.com. Free throw number 1 is up and in. So you can go right down the list. Cam Johnson, 7 points tonight. Aaron Gordon, 5 points tonight. Jokic, 8 points tonight. Christian Brown, 9 points tonight. It's been Murray and Hardaway, at least in the scoring category. Second free throw here for Christian. And that one's good. 71-70. Inbound goes over to Anthony Edwards. Denver leads it by a point. Edwards has it up the right sideline. Bounce pass off over to Randle. He loses the basketball, picked up by Christian Brown. Throws it off over to Jokic. Left side Murray. Step back three. Got fouled. No whistle? You got to be kidding me. Rebound comes down to Edwards for three. Jumper's no good. Rebound Gobert goes back up. Missed it. Rebound comes down to Jokic. Outlet pass. Oh, Jokic hit the ground in the backcourt. Three-pointer Murray. That one's no good again. Rebound tapped out and grabbed by Randle. Down low to Gobert. Knocked out of his hands and a foul called on Jokic. That's 3 on Jokic now.
Anthony Edwards and Joker ran into each other at the end of that play. And Edwards is really complaining. He's holding his groin.
Free throw number 1 for Rudy. Be yourself. That one's no good.
Joker and Gordon both with 3 now. Randall, Gobert,
Edwards,
and Bones with 3.
Oh, Bones. I doubt we'll see him.
They changed Edwards' foul. He only has 2 now.
Oh, wow. Second free throw's no good. Rebound comes down to Jokic. Outlet pass off on the right side to Aaron Gordon. It's got to get going here. Gordon crossover move, dips his shoulder, floaters on the way, no good. Gordon, Cam Johnson, and Christian Brown are just non-factors. Back the other way comes Randall. Randall has it. Spin move in the paint. Gets fouled on his jump shot. That'll be on Christian Brown.
He spins into the arm upstairs. Hits the forearm on the arm. Can you get that every time? Randall a lot more aggressive tonight as he was first night.
Free throw number 1 is on the way. That one's no good. Nuggets got to get the others going here, man. Aaron Gordon, Cam Johnson, Christian Brown. Somebody's got to do something. I mean, I know Jokic hasn't done much either, but you got to figure he'll be there.
8 points, 9 boards, 7 assists for Joker. They need him in his mid-20s.
Yep. Second free throw is no good. They missed 4 in a row. Rebound comes down to Jokic. That's his 10th rebound. Christian Brown has it at the point. Driving a dish off over to Cam Johnson. Cam goes to the right hand, back over to Christian. Christian gets fouled from behind by Rudy Gobert. That's 4 on him, Scotty.
Again, I think they play better with him off the floor, though. Naz Reid comes in. That's a good substitute.
Yeah.
I think against Denver, they play better against him with Gobert on the floor. But again, I think that Joker's got to get to the post and post up right here against this group.
Gordon has it top of the key over to Cam Johnson. Now Jokic 3. Air ball that goes out of bounds. Goodness gracious, man.
What do you do when your big dog not shooting it well? Then you got to have somebody else that has to step up tonight.
Well, you got to cut down the length of his shots. You're right. They got to get him in the block. Anthony Edwards to the rim. Jump shot no good. May have been blocked by Cam Johnson. Denver's on the move. They have the numbers. Christian Brown, rim runner. Hands it off. Down low. Layup good by Cam Johnson.
Great break.
Absolutely great pass. High left side is McDaniels. McDaniels behind him. DiVincenzo. Deep 3. Jumper's good.
That's all he does. About the same exact spot every time, too.
Jokic has it the other way. Bounce pass down low to Christian. Bad pass, but he handled it. Saved from going out of bounds by DiVincenzo. Over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards in the paint, gets fouled immediately. He gets way too much respect.
Wow. They call that real quick. They wave it off the basket, though.
Comes with an automatic timeout. So that'll be free throws for Ant when we come back in a moment. 73-73 is the tie on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Discover incredible savings at the Mountain High Appliance Clearance Center in Denver. I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Our clearance center offers a huge selection of ranges, refrigerators, laundry, and more. Save up to 60% on open box, scratch and dent, display models, and overstocked appliances from Bosch, Thermador, KitchenAid, and many more. When you're looking for great deals on appliances, our clearance center is your go-to destination for the best prices and selection.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of beverage packaging. This season, Ball and the Denver Nuggets are donating $15 to the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Denver for every assist the Nuggets get on the court. You can assist off the court by buying and recycling aluminum. Visit aluminumussists.com to learn more. Let's go all in for the Nuggets, all in for aluminum. Ball, all in.
You know, Terry, when it comes to game day eats, there's only one MVP. It's Redbird Farms chicken. It's juicy, tender, what real chicken tastes like.
It's sure not chips and dip, Vic.
Redbird is the star. It's like having the perfect game plan, always a win.
You know it's the coach who puts together the winning game plan, right?
Yeah, I'm just following your kitchen game plan, Coach. Redbird Farms chicken, available at King Super, City Market, and Safeway.
Grill it, fry it, put it in parm. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
Unlock the savings at Boost Mobile and save up to $600 a year. I've been scouting these big carriers for a minute now, and I've seen them pull the same play 1,000 times. They promise you the world, then hit you with a price hike right when the game gets tight. But Boost Mobile, their $25 a month unlimited wireless plan is the most consistent player on the floor. No contracts, no price hikes. Unlock the savings today at boostmobile.com/unlock. Based on average annual single line payment of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile customers compared to 12 months of the Boost Mobile unlimited wireless plan as of January 2026. For full offer details, visit boostmobile.com.
Nuggets fans, this is what playoff basketball is all about.
Let's go!
The Nuggets take on the Timberwolves at Ball Arena in round 1 with unfinished business. The energy is higher, the moments are bigger, and every play matters.
Now you got the crowd involved.
Be there as Denver defends home court and the postseason begins. Get your tickets at nuggets.com.
Ball Arena crowd to its feet.
This is Todd Frayton's heart. He's begun his wellness journey. This is its sound on a treadmill, at a slight incline, on a stroll through the forest. And this is the heart of Maria Sanchez, his physician. What's it doing here? A lot, actually, because when we partner with you, we don't just offer a strategic plan and status updates. We put our hearts into it, beat for beat. We call it the power of we, Intermountain Health.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. Nuggets, Timberwolves on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets trailed by 2 in the third quarter. First time, second half. Katie Winge.
Echoed multiple times in that huddle cause was the good looks that the Nuggets are getting. They're just missing those open looks right now. David Adelman told his crew, take a deep breath. We are in a good spot. We're missing a bunch of great shots. Keep shooting them with confidence.
Thank you, Katie. 2 free throws coming up here for Anthony Edwards. Nuggets once again getting outshot here. 48% from the floor, Minnesota. Denver 44%. 48% from Minnesota from downtown and 39% from downtown for Denver.
Well, your starting front court, the Nuggets are being outscored 34-22.
Wow.
So there's your game right there.
Inside the arc is Jokic. Jokic puts it on the floor against Naz Reid, shoves him out of the way, floaters up and in.
See, that you got to get him inside with this group.
Yeah, big time. And here comes Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it inside the arc over to Julius Randle. Randle behind him, McDaniels 3. Air ball that goes out of bounds.
Well, as long as that redhead kid ain't shooting it.
And the inbound goes to Jamal Murray. Murray has it back on top over to Aaron Gordon. We're over halfway home now in the third quarter. Inside the arc is Jokic. Jokic guarded by Reed. Cross-court pass to Murray. Murray gets a Gordon slip pick. Jump pass over to Jokic. Head fake on the 3. Drives in on Reed. Leans in. Layup no good. Late whistle and a foul call. Wrong ref. Right call.
Yeah, and he's looking at Tony Brothers on the baseline. He says, I don't get anything there. That's what I said. He gave the call. Miles Reed not happy with the call. Probably should have been on the floor at about the free throw line. No shot, but they waited so long. Joker trying to do a little trickery at the end, couldn't spin it in.
Remember, the Nuggets got beat by 12 points in the paint in game number 1. Free throw number 1 is up and in for Jokic. Tonight they're getting outscored there 26-20. That little nugget of the game brought to you by Redbird Farms Chicken. What real chicken tastes like. Find Redbird Farms Chicken at your local grocer. Second free throw here for Jokic. And that one's good. Nuggets back in the lead by 1, 77-76. And here comes Anthony Edwards. Edwards goes to the left hand, tried to flop, got the call and the bucket.
Same guy, and that's all he was doing, was trying to lean in and get a call.
Hardaway wants a team to challenge this thing. And take a look at this replay. Oh my goodness gracious.
Well, again, if you challenge it,
they're going to call Gordon.
They'll probably call Gordon on the lane. But they called the foul on Hardaway, so an and one opportunity.
Free throw is good. Nuggets are down by 2, 79-77.
Anthony Edwards now 9 free throws. I guess Finch did a good job.
Yeah, I guess the refs bought into that. Murray has it. He turns the corner. Left side, Jokic, another three. Yes! Denver back in the lead by 1, 80-79. Dosunmu has it up the right sideline. Stutter step and a drive to the low block. Loses the basketball. It's on the floor. He falls on it, and he's tied up with Jokic. Finch tried to call a timeout there, didn't get it, and the players are upset, and so is the coach. Anthony Edwards all over referee number 2.
You got to make sure there's possession of the ball before you're allowed the timeout.
Yeah, because you can't call a timeout when the other team has the ball. Boy, Chris Finch is all up in his ear. Tap control by.
Terrible throw.
Yeah. Minnesota. Loose ball comes down to Christian Brown. Leaking out Jamal Murray. Gets in the paint, leans in, layup good.
Woo. That was almost a disaster.
They almost said Christian almost let him, or was it Christian? Or
yeah.
Christian almost let him too far. Edwards has it on the high left side. He's working against Hardaway. Crossover move several times. Tough three. Jumper short, long rebound to Gordon. Leaking out as Hardaway's got Anthony to beat. Got hammered from behind. We gonna call foul on that?
Nope.
Now Tim Hardaway's laying on his back underneath the hoop. Let's take a look at this replay.
Well, Anthony Edwards can get up.
There wasn't anything there.
That's a good block.
And here we go. Inbound goes over to Jokic, hands it off over to Murray. Murray at the dotted line. Steps back, throws it off over to Jokic. Bobbled the pass, got it back. He dribbles against McDaniel, gets fouled, leans in, layup, got it, and a foul as well.
And they call it late.
Yeah.
They call, again, another foul late because McDaniels has got his arm
all over
around his waist, sitting there saying, yeah, that's about a 38. Do you want to cuff with those pants? And then they finally call it late.
Me and Joker have the same waistline?
Maybe.
He's 7 foot and 285, man.
He looks good though right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Here's the and one free throw. Joker coming alive here in the third quarter. Free throw's good. And the Nuggets open up now a 6-point lead, 85-79. That's an 8-0 run. Jokic has 10 of Denver's last 12 scored. Dosunmu has it, and he throws it away. It's going to be over and back, and it goes out of bounds. They didn't touch it, so that'll be just Denver's basketball across the way.
Hey, just a reminder, first game, Joker first half, 6 points, 6 boards, 7 assists. Tonight, 6 points, 5 boards, 7 assists. And then the second half, 19, 7, and 4 in that second half.
So obviously his game plan here is to get people involved in the first half, and if he's not where his team wants him to be, he'll start doing more. Jamal Murray has it at the point, guarded by Randall.
Gotta go by him, though.
It's an ISO. They clear out for Murray against Julius Randle. He goes to the left hand, can't shoot, throws it off over to Christian, fadeaway three. Short, no good. Rebound Murray, had it, but Randall shoves him to the ground. Outlet pass off over to Edwards. Edwards in the paint looking for a foul. Layup won't go. Rebound tipped, and then grabbed by Aaron Gordon. That's all Edwards is trying to do now, is drive down the lane. Create contact. In the paint, Christian leans in, layup no good.
You can't float it up with Edwards chasing you.
McDaniels has it, spin move in the paint, layup's on the way, and that one's no good. Putback is up and in by Anthony Edwards.
And you got some guards quitting. Two of them didn't get past half court. The third past the three-point line. Edwards playing his rear end off right now.
And here comes Jokic, leaves it back behind him over to Aaron Gordon. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Gordon has it, hands it off over to Jamal Murray. Jamal throws it inside the arc over to Jokic. Jokic against Naz Reid. Backs him down, spins on him. Left-handed sweeping hook shot is up and in. Timeout called by Chris Finch. 87-81, Nuggets lead it by 6. Joker's alive and well at Ball Arena in the third quarter on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 starts your day with Brett Kane at 6.
I don't like Anthony Edwards. I don't like Jaden McDaniels. I don't like anybody really on that roster.
At 7, it's Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane. The morning sprint from 10 to noon.
If you can hunt Bones Highland, I think that's going to be a huge difference maker in this series.
I agree. PhD, noon to 3.
If you've got Aaron Gordon, I think anything is possible.
Kreckman and Lindahl, 3 to 6. Talking Nuggets. All day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Style and substance. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified lessees get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for around $349 per month with $49.89 due at signing on a 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab with a 5.3-liter V8 engine. See your Colorado GMC dealers. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Your payments may vary. Mileage charge of 25 cents per mile over 20,000 miles at participating dealers only. Visit gmcofferinfo.com for details.
If you could design healthcare from scratch, you want to build a system where doctors, pharmacists, and insurers don't work together, don't talk to each other, and don't even share records. You'd imagine something better, where everyone worked together on the same team, and your next doctor visit isn't across town, but often right down the hall. What if a place like this already existed? At Kaiser Permanente, all of your healthcare comes together to keep you healthier and make life easier. Kaiser Permanente, a better idea for healthcare.
From the street, your home siding is about style. From close up, it's about protection. Especially in Colorado, where wildfire risk is part of the conversation. At Bellwether Windows, Siding, and Doors, we install siding as part of a complete system built to help resist fire, manage heat, and protect what's inside. Your home will look incredible, but more importantly, it will be ready for anything Colorado can dish out. Bellwether Windows, Siding, and Doors. Transforming how your home looks, feels, and performs. Visit bellwetherhomes.com.
Your team, your gear, and now your all-new store. The all-new shopnuggets.com has everything a true fan could want. Wow! From the latest jerseys and hoodies to exclusive collectibles you won't find anywhere else.
That's a mic drop right there, bro.
Suit up for game day, gift the gear, or show off your Nuggets pride all year long.
Get yourself some!
Check out the fresh new lineup today at shopnuggets.com, the official home for all things Denver Nuggets.
When you're hurt, your case isn't just about the law. It's about the medicine. I'm Dr. Joseph Ramos, emergency medicine physician and attorney. I know how injuries happen, how they impact your life, and how to prove it in court. Don't let your case be a guessing game. Ramos Law, the only firm led by a medical doctor and attorney. Come experience the doctor-lawyer difference.
Mile High Playoff Basketball, Denver, Minnesota, on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Joker's got 12 of Denver's last 14 points. Downstairs, the Katie Wingy we go.
David Adelman once again reminded his crew, play with pace, but do it intelligently. Take it easy if there's nothing there and you have a steal or you're running in transition. Work to get a great shot every time, and then defensively cause, especially against Anthony Edwards. Nuggets are really looking to shrink and show him body so he doesn't have room to drive into the paint.
That's actually a good call. That's good coaching. That's what they need to do. Wow, I'm shocked. Bones Highland is back in the game now for Minnesota. Highland has it at the point, throws it, gets it right back, head fake, sidestep three. Jumper's good.
That's what he can do. And he has no fear. That's the one, I guess, a beautiful thing for him.
Yeah. And here comes Bruce Brown the other way, hounded by DiVincenzo. Brown has it right side of the midcourt circle. Whistle away from the play. That's going to be a foul on Bones Highland. Boy, his defense, though, is just horrendous.
Well,
that's 4 fouls on him, Scotty. How many minutes has he played?
He has to hold to get off the guys. He's played 4 minutes.
4 fouls in 4 minutes.
And 9 points?
Yeah, I know. That's what he does do, though.
9 points, 4 minutes, and 4 fouls.
Tonight's Nuggets game is powered by the Wilhite Law Firm, giving you the chance to win big on and off the court. Visit WilhiteWins.com. Free throw number 1 by Hardaway is up and in. Puts Denver up by 4, 88-84. For those of you scoring at home and for those of you that are alone, the line in Vegas tonight before this game was Denver minus 7.5. Misses the second free throw, got his own board, put it back up, missed that, knocked out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. Referee number 3 just guessed on whose ball that was.
He points towards the white shirts every time it's a 50-50.
Oh, man, that's horrible. Top of the key is Naz Reid. Back over to Bones Highland. Highland gets a pick from Kyle Anderson, goes to the right hand. Throws back behind him to DiVincenzo, gets a pick from Naz Reid. Bounce pass on the pick and roll. Reid in the paint against Cam Johnson. Hook shot's no good. Tipped up and in. Nicely done there by Dosunmu.
That's a guards. Guards have got to be active rebounders. Slow-mo's going to get a foul for grabbing the hold of Joker at mid-court.
Just kept kind of punching him, kind of like this, all the way up the floor, kind of like that, you know.
Pretty tight that one.
It's not bad for an old guy. Free throws here for Jokic.
Just want to be like a fan, Carlos.
So just so the listeners know, whenever there's a foul, we always imitate what the foul was up here in the radio booth. You know, you got to keep it interactive. Free throw number 1 by Jokic is up and in. So I just punched Scotty in the arm like 5 times. It's kind of fun. My hand hurts.
Stop with low blows.
Yeah.
Except with Baca.
Yeah, I know. Actually, that's true. Is Anthony Edwards got hit in the groin, and Scotty reaches over and tries to imitate that. And I'm like, hey, man. Second free throw's up and in. At the midcourt circle is Dosunmu. Hands off behind him over to Kyle Anderson. Back behind him is DiVincenzo. Drives in on Jokic over to Anderson. Floater is an air ball from 5 feet away. Loose ball saved by Spencer Jones. Nice shot, Kyle. Cam Johnson has it, kicks it out in the corner. Hardaway 3. Missed it, but got fouled by DiVincenzo.
He's just screaming at Tony Brothers. And Tony Brothers took 2 steps right back at him.
Hang on here. He's lobbying for a tech. Still barking. Could happen. Still barking.
Hey, Tony's staring at him. Now Tony's yelling at him.
Free throw number 1 for Hardaway. That one's no good. He'll have 2 more.
Missed 2 in a row now.
See, that's the thing is with Tony Brothers is he's a good ref.
Yep.
But if you get under his skin, he ain't taking that. He ain't putting up with that. Second free throw is good. And he'll have 1 more.
Sounds like a car song. I don't know if that's the actual words. It just felt like it.
I've lost complete control of this broadcast.
Hey, I'm just a fan.
Good one. Third free throw, no good. He missed 2, made 1. Rebound down to Anderson.
He missed 3 of the last 4.
Outlet pass off over to Highland. Highland throws it on the right side. Catch and go to Dosunmu. He gets down the lane. Whistle on Tim Hardaway Jr. I think he fouled Bones Highland.
And that was a ticky-tack. That was things they think are getting out of control, so they're going to call it ticky-tack.
Well, that's
settle down.
That's what I told Berto. Berto asked me in the pregame show, you think there'll be a lot of free throws this series? And I'm like, well, here's the deal. Is that both of these teams are physical, and the refs are always told, don't lose control of the game. Now, the veteran refs, the good ones, they know what that means, right? But the younger refs, the less experienced refs, they always have that in the back of their mind. And so, Scotty, inevitably, they'll start calling a lot of fouls because they keep thinking to themselves, I can't lose control of this game.
Right.
And that's what happens. Cam Johnson has it, left side over to Bruce Brown. And that's not Nuggets related, that's just basketball related. Cross-court pass over to Cam Johnson at the point. Back over to Jokic, back over to Cam, turns the corner, layup good. Inbound goes over to Highland, dribbles behind his back, stopped there by Hardaway. Throws it off on the right side over to Anderson. Anderson has it inside the arc, behind him DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo, baseline floater, no good. Foul called on Spencer.
Just not a smart play. You played good, you got him going. He's going to have to make a full-speed floater from about 8 feet, and you just put your hands on his hip. He had no chance of making that shot, and you bail him out with free throws.
Nuggets lead at 93-88.
And Spence is in a tough spot. He wants his minutes. He wants to prove that he's got a lot of action going on. Right there, just not a smart foul.
Especially for a guy that went to Stanford. And Spencer's going to come right out of the game, and Jamal Murray comes in. Free throw number 1 by DiVincenzo's no good. He'll have one more. Second one's on the way. That one's no good. Rebound tipped up, no good by Reed. Loose ball down to Reed. Wants to go back up, throws out of it on top. Bones Highland 3. Rims out. Rebound down to Jokic. Shot clock turned off. Denver should go for one here. Jamal Murray has it right side of the midcourt circle. A bucket here sure would be nice. Guarded by Dosunmu, 10. Here comes a high pick from Jokic. They jump Murray, and he throws it away.
And he did his thing he always does when he gets double team. He puts the ball above his head and right into the trouble.
Jokic 3 at the horn. Rims out. Now that's unfortunate. Bad turnover there by Jamal Murray. And the Nuggets lead now down to 3 through 3. 93-90 Denver. Fourth quarter comes up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Your business doesn't stop, and neither does Ford. Right now at Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center, pre-order your 2027 Transit, Super Duty, or Expedition today and secure the latest in built Ford tough technology and capability. Or if you need your vehicle right now, save on our remaining 25 and 26 models in stock ready for immediate delivery. For America's best-selling commercial vehicles from the best dealer, come visit us at Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center on Wadsworth, just south of Hamden, or online anytime at phillongdenver.com.
Spring is in the air at Century Casino Central City. Join us every weekend and show me the bunny. Win $100 free play 3 times per hour in our progressive drawings. Join us on Fridays and earn a gift of the week. Spring is the theme. Take I-70 to exit 243 Central City Parkway. Century Casino Central City. Welcome to the winner's zone. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
From the street, your home siding is about style. From close up, it's about protection. Especially in Colorado, where wildfire risk is part of the conversation. At Bellwether Windows, Siding and Doors, we install siding as part of a complete system built to help resist fire, manage heat, and protect what's inside. Your home will look incredible, but more importantly, it will be ready for anything Colorado can dish out. Bellwether Windows, Siding and Doors. Transforming how your home looks, feels, and performs. Visit bellwetherhomes.com.
It's playoff basketball. You got to do a little bit of everything.
The intensity levels are at an all-time high. These are the NBA playoffs. Every team looking to make a run.
This is incredible.
Every player looking to make history.
Give me all you got. Let's go.
So tune in, because this is going to be unbelievable.
This is exactly what we want.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google continue on ABC, ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
Hey, sports fans, Vic Lombardi here alongside the legendary queen of chicken, Terry Lombardi.
Please don't call me that.
Oh, we're here to remind you haven't tried real chicken until you've tried Redbird Farms chicken. Ain't that right, queen of chicken?
Don't call me that.
Find them at King Super, Safeway, and City Market. Redbird Farms chicken, because you can't put a price on great taste. Ain't that right, my queen?
It's delicious, Vic. Just run the jingle.
Grill it, fry it, put it in parm. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
When your project demands safety, reliability, and skilled craftsmanship, hire a contractor backed by IBEW Local 68. Our electricians complete over 10,000 hours of training, deliver industry-leading safety performance, and bring the expertise needed for commercial, industrial, and renewable energy projects across Colorado. Build with confidence, build with the best. Find a union electrical contractor at IBEW68.com/contractors. IBEW Local 68, powering Colorado's future.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. Nuggets, Timberwolves on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Start of the fourth quarter. Let's go downstairs to Katie Winge.
Well, these are going to be critical non-Nikola Jokic minutes, Kaz, especially with Rudy Gobert back on the floor. The Nuggets are going with Aaron Gordon at the 5, so a little bit of a smaller lineup. But David Adelman told this group this is a great unit to get stops and run. Then he said, look, if you're going to play that hard defensively, you have to finish that defensive possession with the rebound. Too many O boards in that third quarter for Minnesota.
Thank you, Katie. And to begin the fourth quarter, Minnesota moves it right to left. Denver hanging on to a 3-point lead. Dosumnu right to the rack. Layup is up and in. I'll tell you here in a minute, but I'm not sure if I'm sold on this small ball lineup against Minnesota.
Not against Minnesota.
High left side is Bruce Brown.
It's already 12-3 second chance points.
Throws it off over to Murray inside the arc. Foul on Dosumnu trying to ride his back. Looks like illegal in 5 counties. Denver basketball on the side. Bruce Brown on the inbound, throws it off over to Gordon. Gordon lobs it off on the wing now to Jamal Murray. Got to get something out of Gordon here in this fourth quarter. Top of the key, Bruce Brown and a 3. Good! Tip of the hat to Bruce Brown, 96-92. And here comes Bones Highland. Highland throws it on the right side. Now back on the left to Naz Reid. Reid puts it on the floor. He's in the paint. Hook shot good and a foul on Denver.
And he had good switches going. And he just absolutely just went right by Aaron Gordon.
Boy, and then he just barked at him. Well,
he said he got hit in the mouth.
By Bruce Brown. He goes, I will beep you up. Second foul on Bruce Brown. Naz Reid with an and one free throw.
Well, everybody on that second unit, Suns, Tim Hardaway, was in the minus in that first half.
And one free throw. No good. Rebound swatted out. Grabbed by Spencer Jones. Hands the outlet pass off over to Jamal Murray. Nuggets lead it by 2. Murray has it. Gets a pick from Gordon. Moves off of that. He's inside the arc. Gets to the free throw line. Throws out of it. Bruce Brown again. Got it again! Just when you needed it, here comes Brucey B. Denver leads it by 5, 99-94.
Aaron Gordon.
Naz Reid right to the rim, just blows by Aaron Gordon.
Just asleep on the back side, and Reid just makes a move, uses a little brush screen. And Aaron's kind of chasing.
Gordon has it at the midcourt circle for Denver. He puts it on the floor. He gets down the lane, throws out of it to Spencer. Back over to Gordon. Gordon, guarded there by McDaniels. Takes a 3. Hit backboard only. Rebound down to Naz Reid. Boy, AG not having himself a game. Now down low as Reid leans in. Hook shot won't go. Got his own board. Put it back up. Missed that. Got fouled.
Small ball. You're already getting killed on the offensive glass. At least second chance points. It was 12-3 after the third quarter. And you went small. Naz Reid's just following up shots.
Free throw number 1 for Naz Reid. Crowd doesn't like the call. That one's up and in. Fourth quarter of Nuggets basketball is brought to you by Boost Mobile, your hometown wireless team. Built different, built local. Second free throw for Reid, and that one's good. 99-98. Denver leads it by a point.
Good thing that they have missed some free throws. They're 15 of 26.
Across the timeline is Jamal Murray. Murray gets a pick from Bruce Brown. He gets down the lane. Gobert cuts him off. He shoots over him. Jumper's good. Denver back in the lead by 3, 101-98. And here's Bones Highland again. Top of the key. Throws it off to Dosumnu. Back over to Bones. Bones left side to Dosumnu. Foul away from the play on Cam Johnson.
Oh my goodness. If it's a playoff game, can we let him play a little?
Inbound goes over to Highland. Highland left side now is Naz Reid. Reid guarded by Spencer Jones. Cross-court pass over to McDaniels. Shot clock winding down. McDaniels fadeaway jumper. No good. Rebound tapped and goes out of bounds. Last touch by Denver.
Crushing that glass.
Well, when you're playing small, I mean, that's what's going to happen.
And Rudy just kind of barrels in there, and they're trying to get him off.
Inbound goes over to Rudy at the three-point line. Now top of the key is McDaniels. Right side to Dosunmu. Dosunmu back over to McDaniels. He gets in the paint. Travel. Jumpers up and in, and Cam Johnson takes a knee to the midsection and hits the ground. And here comes Bruce Brown. Brown has it across the timeline. Nugget lead down to a point. Top of the key now is Aaron Gordon. Gordon hands it off behind him to Bruce Brown. Throws it off down low over to Gordon. And that'll be a turnover by Denver, and Aaron Gordon wants them to
They want to look at it.
Problem is Minnesota will inbound this before Denver. Oh, there it is.
I thought it hit Aaron. Rudy got a hand in there.
So this will be a challenge by Adelman. This one could go either way. We'll find out if he wins this when we come back in a moment on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
I've never put much stock in astrology, but with the new multiplier scratch, the stars are aligned for some pretty big prizes. Because no matter your moon sign or what Mercury's up to, your win can get multiplied up to 200 times with prizes up to $1 million, which could steer your life into a very interesting new phase. New multiplier scratch from the Colorado Lottery. Multiply your win up to 200 times. Must be 18 to play.
There's a difference between flash and fundamentals. Aaron Gordon and Nikola Jokic do the little things. And that's exactly what 361 basketball shoes are built for. The HE6 and Joker 2 signature shoes are inspired by the game's best, built for stability, control, and real performance. No hype, just results. From pickup runs to game night, bring that winning mindset to your game. Find 361 at the Ball Arena team store during home games or anytime at 361USA.com. This is your moment, Nuggets fans.
Let's go, Ball Arena! Get on your feet!
The road to the 2026-27 season starts now. Nuggets ticket memberships are officially on sale, giving you access to the biggest matchups, the best seats, and exclusive member-only perks all season long. From priority playoff access to flexible payment plans, being a member means you're more than a fan, you're part of the team. Don't wait for tip-off to make your move.
Let's go!
Secure your seats today at nuggets.com.
This joyful sound is the No More Chemo bell at Intermountain Health St. George Hospital. And it means that Sarah Parker beat cancer. It also means her doctor spotted it early enough to treat, and that her oncologist helped her fight it every step of the way. It means that her nurse helped her keep track of medicines, and that a case manager made the whole experience just a little bit easier. Every time we hear that bell, it reminds us that all things are possible when we work together. It reminds us of the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Pacific Office Automation is the one source for all of your business technology. Let us help you create your total office solution with copiers and printers, security systems and cameras, managed IT and cloud services, complete conference room packages, unified communications and telephones, including carrier services, plus temperature sensing kiosks and more. The one source for all your office technology solutions. Go to pacificoffice.com. Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event. With the rugged Honda Pilot, Ridgeline, CR-V, and Passport, Honda vehicles are built for exploring, all from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.49% APR on a 2026 Pilot, a 2.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V, or a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Passport or 2026 Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details. Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley, visit kpp.com for
Mile High Playoff Basketball, Denver, Minnesota, on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
After review, the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Therefore, the challenge is successful. It will be Denver ball with 6 seconds on the 24-second shot clock. That's their second challenge. They lose the timeout due to the mandatory, and they can't challenge anymore this game.
This broadcast of Nuggets basketball is brought to you by your local Colorado Buick GMC dealers. So challenge won by Denver. Now they're out of them. And now they have 6 seconds on the clock. Bruce Brown on the inbound. Down low to Cam Johnson. Layup is up and in.
Ooh.
What an ATO that was.
And Edwards getting on Rudy. He said, I was guarding him and you told me to get on the ball.
Here comes Dosunmu. Dosunmu has it at the midcourt circle. Nuggets lead it by 3. He goes to the right hand on Bruce Brown. Hands it off over to Naz Reid. Reed gets in the paint, little hook shots on the way and no good. Rebound tipped out by Cam. Cam Johnson has it up the left sideline, guarded there by Dosunu. Over to Bruce Brown, it's a blow by, down low, Christian layup, good!
Well, that's just what Katie said, get a rebound and run.
105 to 100, down the lane, bank shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down to Bruce Brown. Dosunu missed it. Bruce Brown has it behind him over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it on the high left side, guarded by Rudy Gobert. Jokic up and off the bench now for Denver. Gordon back behind him. Murray head fake, split the defenders, faked the pass and lost it out of bounds.
Heavenly Christmas.
Those are 2 bad turnovers for Jamal Murray. Jokic in and Gordon goes out. And here we go. McDaniels on the inbound over to Anthony Edwards. Less than 8 minutes left to go in game number 2. Edwards has it left side of the midcourt circle. Throws it off on the right side to McDaniels. Back over to Edwards. Edwards takes a 3. That one's short. Rebound. Oh, Christian Brown got smacked in the head.
4th foul on McDaniels. Good rebound, peeling back from that guard position to get that and then draw that foul. Just a 2nd team foul on Minnesota.
Inbound goes over to Cam Johnson. Nuggets lead it by 5. Back over to Christian. Now inside the arc, it's Jokic. Jokic has it. Throws back behind him to Murray. Gives him a pick. Murray through the window to Jokic. Terrible. Throws out of it. Bruce Brown for another 3. Jumper short. Rebound comes down to Edwards.
What a good pass. He had a layup.
Edwards has it on the high right side. Bruce Brown went for a steal, didn't get it. They're going to call a foul on Bruce Brown. You just can't touch Edwards at all. Man, that'd be cool if Jokic
I'm not sure. I wouldn't put Cam Johnson on Randall.
Inbound goes over to Edwards. Edwards throws top of the key to Gobert. Back over to Edwards. Edwards in the corner. DiVincenzo 3. Jumper short, no good. Rebound comes down to Bruce Brown. Brown puts it on the floor. He's quickly up it. Hands it off over to Jokic. 7 minutes to go. Jokic has it on the high left side. Has it knocked out of his hands. He gets it back. Throws it in the corner over to Bruce Brown. Back to Jokic. Leans in. Layup no good. He got fouled.
Wow.
Now if that would have been Edwards, he'd be getting free throws. High right side is Julius Randle. Left side Edwards. Here comes the foul. Edwards in the paint. Leans in. Layup good.
He just went by Murray. Murray may be a little tired. A couple turnovers.
That's true, actually.
No.
105 to 102. Denver lead down to 3. Murray has it inside the arc. Head fake. Cut off by Gobert. Lobs it back behind him over to Jokic. Jokic guarded by McDaniels. Puts it on the floor. Kick out 3. Bruce Brown. Missed that one. Rebound down to Gobert. Ball tipped by Bruce Brown, but grabbed by DiVincenzo. High left side. DiVincenzo throws it off over to Randle. Baseline spin move. Layup no good. Foul again on Denver.
And so in the last 6 minutes, they're in the bonus. Just 2 fouls on Minnesota. Could have gotten Joker. That's a foul on Randle. I mean, Cam Johnson had his arm around. The Joker was fouled on that layup on the other end. No call.
That's 5 on Cam Johnson. Free throw number 1 for Randle. That one's up and in. And Cam will come out, and Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in. And here comes Aaron Gordon. And Jamal Murray will get a breather.
Yeah, Murray's tired.
Yeah.
Got 37 minutes in the book. Pretty good game. 30 points, 11 of 22. Got 6 boards, 7 assists. You just see a little fatigue the last few minutes.
Second free throw here for Randle, and that one's good. And now the Nugget lead is down to a point, 105 to 104. And here comes Jokic, left side over to Christian Brown. Puts it on the floor, gets down the lane and dunked it home with 2 hands. Denver back in the lead by 3. We're over halfway home now in the 4th quarter. Timeout called by Chris Finch. We're back in a moment on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
The Avalanche are getting ready for the Kings in Game 2 tomorrow at Ball Arena. Then Thursday, when the series shifts to LA, we want you to jump on board the Altitude Sports Radio Viewing Party Tour.
Get on the party train!
Presented by Michelob Ultra, Superior Light Beer. Thursday night with Andy Lindahl at Jackson's in Lodo.
And it's a party atmosphere.
Be there for the live broadcast starting at 7:30. See the game and enter for cool prizes like autographed Avs memorabilia. Jackson's in Lodo. Thursday with Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Discover incredible savings at the Mountain High Appliance Clearance Center in Denver. I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Our clearance center offers a huge selection of ranges, refrigerators, laundry, and more. Save up to 60% on open box, scratch and dent, display models, and overstocked appliances from Bosch, Thermador, KitchenAid, and many more. When you're looking for great deals on appliances, our clearance center is your go-to destination for the best prices and selection.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Style and substance. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified lessees get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for around $349 per month with $49.89 due at signing on a 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab with a 5.3-liter V8 engine. See your Colorado GMC dealers. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Your payments may vary. Mileage charge of 25 cents per mile over 20,000 miles at participating dealers only. Visit GMCOfferInfo.com for details.
Big things are happening. Citywide Banks is now UMB Bank. It's more than a name change because UMB is more committed than ever. More committed to helping you and the community we share grow stronger together. Not with shortcuts, but with conversations. Not with gimmicks, but with guidance. For local relationships and national know-how, count on more with UMB. Member FDIC.
Unlock the savings at Boost Mobile and save up to $600 a year. I've been scouting these big carriers for a minute now, and I've seen them pull the same play 1,000 times. They promise you the world, then hit you with a price hike right when the game gets tight. But Boost Mobile, their $25 a month unlimited wireless plan is the most consistent player on the floor. No contracts, no price hikes. Unlock the savings today at boostmobile.com/unlock. Based on average annual single line payment of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile customers compared to 12 months of the Boost Mobile unlimited wireless plan as of January 2026. For full offer details, visit boostmobile.com.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. Nuggets, Timberwolves on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
We're in the fourth quarter. Nuggets are up by 3 here, over halfway home. Here's Katie Wingy.
Cause that was a much more urgent and intense huddle for the Denver Nuggets, and in a good way too. There's an intensity to what's going on. Christian Brown was saying, win the game on defense. If we take care of the ball and guard them, we win the game. And Jamal Murray was adamant, we need this game. We have to go and get this.
Okay, thank you, Katie. Gary Harris once told us, win the fourth quarter, win the game. Deep thoughts with Gary Harris. Anthony Edwards has it up the right sideline. Guarded out there by Christian Brown. Top of the key to Gobert. Back over to Edwards. Now DiVincenzo in the paint. Rudy. Head fake on Jokic. Blocked by Joker. Made Rudy eat it. Loose ball comes down over to Randall. Randall's in the paint. Drives it on Joker. Layup. Good.
Again, got that another offensive rebound, points, second chance points, and then his defender just drove right by him.
Nuggets lead it by 107-106. Murray, top of the key, Jokic in a 3.
Nope.
Air ball, not even close. That was 3 feet short. Randall has it on the high left side. He spins in on Hardaway. He gets in the paint, leans in, throws out of it. McDaniels 3. Jumper's no good. Rebound down to Jokic.
Hit Joker in the head, no call.
Out the pass off over to Murray, back over to Jokic, back over to Murray. Murray goes to the right hand. Now he goes to the left. He's hounded by McDaniels. Whips it off over to Jokic. Guarded by Gobert. 6 on the clock here. It's a 2-man game. Jokic gets down the lane, leans in. Left-handed layup no good. Got shoved to the ground by Rudy Gobert. DiVincenzo in the paint. McDaniels dunk, 2 hands.
There's the lead. 2 drives to the bucket by Joker. Both come empty.
Denver down by 108 to 107. Jokic has it. Free throw line extended. Guarded by Gobert. They clear out for him. It's an ISO if he wants to mess with Rudy. Puts it on the floor. Gets in the paint. Hook shot. Short again. Rebound. Tapped and grabbed by DiVincenzo.
Look at the outside guy. He doesn't even run down. Boy, Denver came out of his timeout and spit the bid a little bit. A lot of time left.
Timeout called by Denver. Nuggets are down by 3. We're back in 60 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
D-Mac. Nugget Station. You've got Game 2, Nuggets and Timberwolves. This is D-Mac. Tomorrow at noon on PhD.
PhD.
We're breaking this one down. What does the series look like after tonight as it shifts to Minnesota? Also tomorrow, it's an Avs Playoff Ticket Tuesday. We're going to put you there for Avs Kings Game 2. Listen for keywords on the 20s all day.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
When you're hurt, your case isn't just about the law. It's about the medicine. I'm Dr. Joseph Ramos, emergency medicine physician and attorney. I know how injuries happen, how they impact your life, and how to prove it in court. Don't let your case be a guessing game. Ramos Law, the only firm led by a medical doctor and attorney. Come experience the doctor-lawyer difference.
Mile High Playoff Basketball, Denver, Minnesota, on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Any rebroadcast of this game is strictly prohibited without the written consent of the Nuggets or the NBA. Burke Simpson Injury Lawyers remind you that when the game is on the line, call 303-790-2525. If you've been injured, contact Burke Simpson, good lawyers, changing lives. Denver coming out of yet another timeout. Inbound goes over to Aaron Gordon. 4 minutes to go. Denver trails by 3. Gordon has it on the right side over to Murray. Murray goes to the left hand, takes a 3 for the tie. Missed it short. Rebound DiVincenzo. And a bucket here, and this one slowly starts to slip away from Denver. Edwards has it on the high right side, takes a 3. Missed it off the back. Rebound down to Jokic. Long outlet pass over to Christian down the lane. Missed the dunk, but got fouled by McDaniels.
How to make that layup. Oh. I like he's going into dunk. He's thinking there's going to be contact. McDaniels moves away from it.
And now
they're going to challenge it.
Yeah, now Minnesota will challenge us.
Got to make that layup.
Ruling on the floor, defensive foul, Minnesota. The play has been challenged by Minnesota.
Find out what happens there in 60 seconds on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 starts your day with Brett Kane at 6.
I don't like Anthony Edwards. I don't like Jaden McDaniels. I don't like anybody really on that roster.
At 7, it's Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane. The morning sprint from 10 to noon.
If you can hunt Bones Highland, I think that's going to be a huge difference maker in this series.
I agree. PhD, noon to 3.
If you've got Aaron Gordon, I think anything is possible.
Kreckman and Lindahl, 3 to 6. Talking Nuggets. All day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
You know, Terry, when it comes to game day eats, there's only one MVP. It's Redbird Farms chicken. It's juicy, tender, what real chicken tastes like.
It's sure not chips and dip, Vic.
Redbird is the star. It's like having the perfect game plan, always a win.
You know it's the coach who puts together the winning game plan, right?
Yeah, I'm just following your kitchen game plan, Coach. Redbird Farms chicken, available at King Super, City Market, and Safeway.
Grill it, fry it, put it in parm. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
Denver Nuggets Playoff Basketball. Nuggets, Timberwolves on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Hey, gang, stay tuned for the Ball Corporation postgame show after the game for highlights, interviews, and scores from around the league with Mark Bertinoli.
After review, there's foot-to-knee contact on the drive to the basket. Therefore, there's a defensive foul on the play. The challenge by Minnesota is unsuccessful. Denver will be on the line for 2 shots. Because Minnesota lost the challenge, they lose their timeout and ability to challenge the rest of the game.
Let's do that one again. Hey, gang, stay tuned for the Ball Corporation postgame show after the game for highlights, interviews, and scores from around the league with Mark Bertinoli. Ball Corporation, all in for the Nuggets, aluminum all in. So 2 free throws here for Christian Brown. These are huge. Denver trails 110 to 107. 3:36 left to go in this basketball game.
Been pretty good at the free throw line as a team so far. Got to continue that next 3.
Free throw number 1, up and in. And this one to make it a 1-point game. The one thing I'll say about the Nuggets is they've been in this situation so many times before.
Yep.
They stay calm. Second free throw's on the way, and that one misses. So Denver trails by 2, 110 to 108. Here comes Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it on the high right side. Throws it on top to DiVincenzo. He goes to the right hand. Cross-court pass. McDaniels catch and go. His pass deflected and stolen. Great play by Tim Hardaway. Jokic in the front court to Aaron Gordon.
Oh.
Gordon lobs it off over to Jokic. He's guarded by Gobert. Puts it on the floor. Backs him down to the dotted line. Head fake, twist move, spin move. Lost it, got it back. Jumper no good. Rebound poked out and grabbed by Randall.
Lost the ball. That's 0 for his last 4 for Nikola Jokic.
Gobert runs right over Jokic.
This is a flop by Joker, and he's going to get away with it. This is a flop by Nikola Jokic, and he's going to get away with it. Rudy runs into him, and Joker just sold it. All right, here you go. Another opportunity to tie it up or take the lead, Kos.
Yeah, but you got to convert, man. Denver's just toying with fire. And here comes Aaron Gordon. Less than 3 minutes to go. Gordon has it inside the arc over to Jokic. Jokic hands it off over to Murray. Loses the basketball, picks it back up, throws it off over to Joker. Joker working against Gobert. Takes a 3. Short, no good. Rebound down to Murray, though. Murray has it on the high left side. Gets a pick there from Jokic. Goes the opposite way. Now he uses it. Spins away from DiVincenzo. Tough 3. Missed it short. Denver can't convert.
6 of 17 in the quarter.
And here comes Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it at the point. Stutter step and a drive. Gets down the lane. Head fake, fade away. No good. Rebound Gobert, and he dunked it back home.
Got Joker all the way in underneath the basket.
Denver's got to make a damn basket. Nuggets are down by 4, 112 to 108. Jokic in the low block. Kick out over to Murray. Murray split the defenders. Little floater. Short again.
6 of 18.
I don't know. Not feeling so good about this. If they hit a bucket here, it's going to be really hard for Denver to win this basketball game. Edwards behind him. DiVincenzo back over to Edwards. Edwards working against Murray. Gets double teamed, throws out of it, right side DiVincenzo in the corner. McDaniels has it. Shot clock winding down. He's not going to get a shot off. He does, but he missed it. Rebound tipped by Gobert and grabbed by Jokic. Jokic has in the front court to Christian. Gordon 3. Yes! Hadn't been able to buy a bucket all game long. Knocks it home. And Denver now trails by 1.
And they'll look and see if this is a 3 under 2 minutes. Check with New York.
So, yeah, it's a 3. So Denver down by 1 here, 112 to 111. Now you got to take control of this basketball game. Anthony Edwards has it here from Minnesota. He's guarded on top by Murray. Throws it on the right side to DiVincenzo. 3-pointer. Good.
All he does. And he does it well.
115 to 111. Denver down by 4 again. And the inbound goes over to Murray. Murray gets a pick from Jokic. We have 1 minute to go in this basketball game. Top of the key is Jokic. Jokic against Gobert again. Jokic puts it on the floor. He's inside the arc. Gets down the lane, and he threw it home.
He got fouled.
Right on Rudy's head. Denver's down by 2, 115 to 113.
And was fouled on that, but no call.
Edwards has it at the midcourt circle. Nuggets are down by 2. Need a stop and a bucket to tie it up.
They're trying to get Murray switched on to Edwards.
Murray's on Edwards now. Edwards throws it on top over to McDaniels. Back over to Edwards. Edwards goes. Yep, he did too.
He traveled.
Joker's trying to get the basketball away from Edwards, and Edwards just threw him an elbow. Of course, Bones Highland is barking on the bench.
He wants a ring.
Sometimes it takes a while. Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. Nuggets are down by 2 points. Difference between game and shot clock, 7 seconds. Top of the key to Jokic, back over to Murray. Murray through the window, Jokic throws it down low to Christian, layup no good, he got fouled.
Should have shot it.
Yeah, Jokic should have shot that. Now Christian just went 1 of 2 the last time from the line, but he needs to make them both here.
Yes, and that way you just play defense. You tie the game up with 19 seconds with 2 makes.
I mean, he's probably the biggest free throws of his career. Free throw number 1. Need them both. No good.
Not even close.
No, that was terrible.
Now you probably got to miss this one. Don't you? Or do you play the foul game?
Well, Gobert's still on the floor, and if he gets into a play, you can foul him. But you can't foul him for no reason. Second free throw's not good. Now a timeout called by Chris Finch. We're back in 60 seconds on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Style and substance. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified lessees get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for around $349 per month with $49.89 due at signing on a 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab with a 5.3-liter V8 engine. See your Colorado GMC dealers. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Your payments may vary. Mileage charge of 25 cents per mile over 20,000 miles at participating dealers only. Visit GMCOfferInfo.com for details.
Your business doesn't stop, and neither does Ford. Right now at Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center, pre-order your 2027 Transit, Super Duty, or Expedition today and secure the latest in built Ford Tough technology and capability. Or if you need your vehicle right now, save on our remaining 25 and 26 models in stock ready for immediate delivery. For America's best-selling commercial vehicles from the best dealer, come visit us at Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center on Wadsworth, just south of Hamden, or online anytime at phillongdenver.com.
Mile High Playoff Basketball, Denver, Minnesota, on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Well, Christian Brown had a chance to tie the basketball game up at the free throw line. He needed them both, but instead he missed them both.
Well, you missed 2 in
or
the last.
He missed 1, I beg you. Made 1, missed 1.
But he's missed 2 in the last minute. Right. You'd have a lead.
Now a bucket here. If it's a 3, the game's over.
Well, they had to get Rudy out of the game real fast.
McDaniels on the inbound. Throws it inside the arc to Randall. Fouled immediately by Aaron Gordon. So let's just run through this. If he makes them both, it'll be a 3-point game. Denver will call a timeout and set up a possible chance to make it overtime. If he misses one, that's huge. Randall at the free throw line. First one. Good. Hardaway in, Bruce Brown out.
Trying to see the timeout. How many Denver has left?
Let me take a look-see. I know where it is. 1 timeout left for Minnesota, 1 timeout left for Denver. Second free throw for Randall. A miss would be nice. Got it. Swished them both. Never even touched rim. Denver not going to call a timeout. Inbound goes over to Jamal Murray. Nuggets are down by 3. Murray across the timeline. He gets a pick from Jokic. Turns the corner. Takes a 2. That one's no good. Rebound down to DiVincenzo. Outlet pass off over to Randall. 5 seconds left. DiVincenzo dunk. And the Denver Nuggets will lose game number 2 in round number 1. Final tonight here against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Denver led by 19, end up losing by 5, 119 to 114. And the best of 7 series is all square at 1 win apiece. We'll take a timeout, and my main man, Mark Bertinoli, has a post-game show coming up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Oh, my goodness!
This has been Denver Nuggets basketball with Jason Kosminski.
Put him on a poster!
Coming up, highlights, coaches, and player interviews. Denver Nuggets postgame. Next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
D-Mac. Nugget Station, you've got Game 2 Nuggets and